It's only been a few days, but it feels like it's been so damn long. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. The New York Knicks versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy CK2K running the ones and twos here on KnicksFanTV yet again. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited about Game 2. This is the time that we're able to put this lead up, handle business, take care of home court, go up 2-0 in this series, and we can get this series closer to finishing. And then if we were to lose today, you know what I'm saying? Also, guys, don't forget, this stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. Promo code KFTV to get $50 after your first $5 or more lineup. We'll talk more about that here in a bit. But more importantly, man, we're live for another one of these, man. Play-by-play Game 2. We are here in the building. We got people with brooms out, people. We got people in the chat with brooms out. And the only way for that to come true is if the Knicks handle business here in Game 2. You know what I'm talking about? People in the chat got their brooms out. People in the chat got their brooms out, man. We got work to do here, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like the stream. If you are watching on Twitter, make sure you hit that follow button right here on KFTV for the fans, by the fans, to get the best coverage of the New York Knicks across the web. Also, if you're watching on Twitch, KnicksFanTV, what's good to y'all? I'm going to get that chat open up here shortly. I'm ready, man. I ain't got no cute words. I ain't got this to say. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Also, those wondering what's today's jersey, since we got to keep the jersey dream alive, today's jersey is none other than, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. Big Cal, big F5 picks. Big Cal jersey is on today. Want to keep his solid play alive because Mikal Bridges is going to be very important today. I'm sure you've heard the news by now. Joel Embiid is out today, so he will not be active. And though normally a casual fan would see that news and be like, oh, yeah, that means that we're going to kill them. Well, au contraire, because now the ball is going to be in the hands of Tyrese Haliburton. The pace is going to change here for the Philadelphia 76ers. So I feel like Mikal Bridges may be more important today than he was in Game 1. So I'm giving him all the good juju to keep what he did so well in Game 1 alive here in Game 2. Lock him up. It's going to be a team affair, obviously. Deuce McBride is going to be vital off the bench to also help with that job. We know OG Anunoby can guard damn near anybody wearing an opposing team's jersey, and Josh Hart will be helped. But Mikal Bridges gets the main assignment. He did a crazy job in Game 1. Need him to continue that here in Game 2. But, yeah, man, no Embiid. Mitchell Robinson was game time, but I think he is also going to be listed as out here today. Either way, the Knicks are ready to get this job done today. Mikal F them picks. Bridges ain't, man. You know the vibe. Shout out to everybody, man. KnicksFanTV, I did not forget you. I know you might think I did. I did not. Let me load up the chat though. I didn't forget y'all. Let's open y'all up. Shout out to D Money, B Mills, Frank D. Over there holding it down on the Twitch Fan TV side. Frank says, CK, I hope you got the money ready for a game in NYC. Just saying, look, we have made the plans accordingly. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I've talked to Mrs. CK. Plans are being made in case trips have to be made at the beginning of June. If you know, you know. Shout out to D Money, said double salute to you as well. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube chat. Have to show some love to Twitch first, because Twitch, they don't get that delay that you guys on YouTube unfortunately get. So I got to give them their love first. But let's go to everybody over here on YouTube. Shout out to all my mods and members. We got Nange Bulko in the building. We got Will Rose in the building. Marcus Miller back in here. He said, break out the belt, save the broom. Love that. Shout out to my guy Frank White, double 2-time. He's on both chats. Chef Curtis West with us. J Rose. We got Ties. We got Myra. That's how her name's spelled. Fox then came in. Shout out to you. Who am I missing? Russell Whiskey. How can I miss Russell Whiskey? Always first one in, last one out. Russell Whiskey. Shout out to Leo. I think it's Leola Gonzalez. Shout out to you. Who am I missing with my mods and members? Let me see. I know I'm missing. There's a few names. Zach, my guy, Zach, NY to LA. How can I forget you? I'm watching 90 Brooklyn. And also shout out to everybody in between. We got my man KG7 Full, who has gotten a reborn of sense of feeling with the New York Knicks. It was doom and gloom for KG at the end of the season. And now he has drank the Kool-Aid and believes that this might be the end of the long stretch. Shout out to Wisdom. Shout out to Raphael. Shout out to I Don't Know. Shout out to DJ Strife 1. Shout out to DJ Space Ghost there. I did not mean to name those DJs back to back, but shout out to DJs. Jens de Groot in the building. I almost said GG again. Eric, what's good? Amazing guy. El Cate. Lots of names I'm missing, but I will see you as the stream goes on. Shout out to my guy Talisman. We here. Hard Tackle. What's good? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. We are here. We are in the Twilight Zone, but I love it. Don't change a thing. New York Knicks up 1-0 in this series and look to extend it to 2-0 today. Hopefully. All right, real quick before we get any further, as you know, today's sponsor for the stream is none other than Prize Picks. Use that promo code KFTV after you download the app to get $50 instantly after your first $5 or more lineup. Speaking of lineups, I got my lineups here in front of me. I feel pretty solid about what I got. Here are my choices for today. In our game 2 matchup, I went with Paul George with more than 11.5 points. You're going to give me the lob. I'm going to take it. Shout out to Prize Picks. We got Karl Anthony Towns with more than 14.5. Give me that. Mikal Bridges, I got the jersey on for a reason, for defensive purposes, but I think that the smooth offensive game of Mikal Bridges continues. I easily think he gets over 1-3 in this game. Tyrese Maxey, I think he's going to play well, but I like the 21.5, so I took the more. I think he plays well, but I don't think it's going to be efficient, so I'm hoping. And OG Anunoby, speaking of efficiency, he is the definition of just that. Give me more than 17.5 points for Ogugua. I feel good. I feel so good. I did not pick the flex. I want a perfect 5 out of 5 today. Smart or not, let me know your thoughts in the chat. But ladies and gentlemen, we are here for game 2 in the building. MSG handle home court business. Now, I got to be real. Is there anybody in the East Coast, in that tri-state, that area, that's planning on trying to take over Philadelphia and be a part of Game 3 on Mother's Day? Oh, no, on Friday. Game 3 is Friday. Game 4 is Mother's Day. Be honest, because, I know they're talking about how they're not going to let us in and all that nonsense. Nah. Who's going to be in the building to take over in Philly? Because I feel like those are going to be the crucial games. Shout out to Magic. What's good, brother? We got Game Hunter in the building. Game Hunter, you ready for Saturday, brother? Shout out to everybody, man. We are here. Let me pull out the Twitch chat. Look at Twitch, man. CP ain't ever gonna give me the credit, but look, man, we building this Twitch ground up, man. We had one viewer at a time in Twitch, and now look at us, man. Twitch growing. Shout out to the Twitch Fan TV. I'm gonna get my credit one day. I'm gonna get my credit, bro. But we out here, Twitch. All right, we got Super Bonsai Knicks once again, 500 yen for Bonsai Knicks. Said, konnichiwa from Japan, fam. Sixers will be more dangerous minus Embiid. Let's stay vigilant. Go Knicks, Bonsai. Completely agree with the sentiment. I think this adds a different element for this team. It adds speed. They're going to play a different way. I agree. I feel like there's a possibility that this team could match up a little bit better here without Embiid. I know how crazy that sounds, but it definitely is something that, concerns me a little bit. But I think the Knicks will get a handle of quick and in a hurry. Great super by Bonsai Knicks. Twitch is finally assembling to YouTube. Let's effing go. Yeah, we building this Twitch up brick by brick, man. Brick by brick, man. Let's go. Hey, CK. What up, Eric B? Once we win tonight, tell Philly tickets will be. Those things are gonna be gone, bro. 100%. 100%. If Knicks win today, when the Knicks win today, yeah, man. Godspeed trying to keep us out. Shout out to all you guys that are gonna make that trip, man. Loving the vibe tonight. Let's go, Chef Curtis West. Me too, man. We need to keep our foot on their necks. Rest helps us. Facts. Shout out to Everdomo Media. Appreciate you being here with us. Yeah, speaking of Twitch, man, we had the homie Phantom come through. New York's own AMP's finest. We had Phantom come through over on the Twitch during game one. I'm going to get my dues, man. Speaking of getting my dues, the Knicks win the tip, and away we go. Game two, getting started. Knicks with the ball first. Karl-Anthony Towns, a risky pass to Josh Hart. Josh Hart corrals it. Knicks looking to score here early. I didn't even get to go over the starting fives. I was so excited. Josh Hart, step back three is no good. Rebounded by Drummond. Pushing the other way is Philly. Nice scoop pass to Oubre, and Oubre with the standing dunk, and away Philly goes immediately. As I mentioned, get the rebound and immediately push the other direction. And that is going to be the pace difference that we're going to see now between what we're used to with Embiid, and look at Towns to Mikal Bridges. Getting the nice pass off the dive. Mikal Bridges had a phenomenal game one, looking to continue that. He has a tall task. I'm telling you, that's why I put the jersey on today for good juju, because he has a tall task of containing Tyrese Maxey, the number one. But there's also this guy, PG-13. Sorry, PG-8. I forget. He don't wear that jersey no more. Bucket there, 4-2 is the score. Josh Hart with the rock, same starting five for the New York Knicks. Nothing changing for New York, but on the other side, it's a new five. Andre Drummond taking the place of Embiid. Brunson finding Anunoby for a three ball. Gets the bounce, and the first three of the game is good by Ogugua. 5-4 is the score. 10-19 remaining in the first quarter. DeQuan said, let's go, I want clamps. But Paul George, man, that is not what we want to see. He shot lights out. Unfortunately, didn't do too much. Wasn't too much help, but Paul George shooting the ball well in the playoffs so far. Got to keep an eye on him in this one. 7-5 is the score. Philly back with a 2-point lead. Karl-Anthony Towns, good bait there. Gets Andre Drummond to take the bait. Foul number one for Andre Drummond. Foul will be on the floor, so no free throws coming up for Karl-Anthony Towns. There we go. Inbound from Brunson to Towns. Towns hands it back over to Brunson. Brunson looking to make a move. VJ Edgecombe. I don't know what happened there, but Towns falls awkwardly. Not liking how that one felt. Towns gets right back up, but in a little bit of pain, and also with a foul. Going to be back in Philly's hands. Not sure how that's a foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. Did he move? Oh, yeah, you can't slide over. Yeah, no, he did it to himself. You cannot slide over on a screen. Magic said Big Huck better go off today. We're going to need him to. Might even get some Sohan minutes. We'll see. But we're going to need R.L. Huck Porter. Good defense there from Josh Hart. Deflects out of bounds. Still Philly ball. Ooh, good steal there from OG. OG trying to break free. Oh, they're going to call a backcourt violation. I thought OG tipped it away. Oh, no, OG never touches it. That is a backcourt violation. Great call by the officials. From our position, it looked like OG deflected the pass, but he did not. So turnover for Philadelphia, and the Knicks with an opportunity to tie or take a lead. Brunson, who is scoreless so far. Knicks trail just by 2. Brunson using the screen by Karl-Anthony Towns. He changes the gear. Double team around Brunson, finding Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns faking the three. Towns goes all the way, draws the foul. Hard hit from Kelly Oubre. Towns falls hard again. Towns saying he's okay, but he looks like he is in a lot of pain. Kelly Oubre damn near falling all over Towns on that foul. Dirty play there from Kelly Oubre. Watch this play again. Oubre goes in for the foul, but throws his entire body, holds on to him on the way down. Oubre knows what he's doing there, man. Man, that's the dirty foul right there, man. I'm here for playoff fouls, but the fact that he went, look, hard foul on the front, like that's fine. But after the fact, foul's already done, and you're pulling your whole body on them as you go down. That's intentional. That is completely intentional. Lord have mercy. Great acting by Andre Drummond, trying to do his best Embiid performance right there. As much as we did not like that foul, I don't think the refs are going to change it to anything else. We're going to see what they say. I think it's just a hard foul. I do agree there's a little bit extra after that. Oubre knew what he was doing, but I don't think that they're going to elevate it to a flagrant foul. We'll see. Shout out to everybody in the chat. He said WTF is Drummond doing. You know what he's doing? Somebody has to take the role as Joel Embiid. This is a performance. This is a Broadway performance by Philadelphia. So Andre Drummond is, next up. So doing his best acting impression. They're heavily reviewing this play. Someone said, watch it be a foul on Towns. Please don't. Can you imagine? Give Drummond an Oscar. All right, here's the results to the play. Okay, they actually did it. So a flagrant one on Kelly Oubre. Like I said, normally I'm here for, hard playoff fouls, but like I said, and you just heard the referee say it too, it's after the fact, right? The initial play, I'm okay with the windup. I know they talked about the windup, but the initial play, to me, you can argue that's going for the ball. But everything after, that's not basketball. So I am okay with that elevation of a flagrant one. Karl-Anthony Towns to the line, and the Knicks will get the ball back. Not mad at that call at all. Not mad at that call at all. He said my name is Kelly. Kalik says the crowd at MSG is flat. They seem dead to start the game. Better not be no damn nerves. We'll be all right. But yeah, look, not the same hype as game one, but it will get there. Not mad at it. Give Drummond a tech for flopping. Ha! Text for flopping in today's economy? Psych. Oh, Karl-Anthony Towns blows it on the second free throw. Knicks down by 1, 7-6, but we do get the ball back. I can hear Oubre crying ball. Don't lie. Jacob Ball, what up? That's very true, KG. The ESPN audio is raggedy. That's so true. It is a bit more muffled compared to some of these other broadcasts as Karl-Anthony Towns with a strong bucket in the interior and then proceeded to stare down Andre Drummond. Knicks back in the lead, 8-7. Golly. And now Drummond picks up foul number 2. I was just going to say. Now, Nick Nurse is all kinds of energy right now. Not sure what he was looking at. I had no idea. And I'm today's years old, realizing that Jermaine Dupri is one of Nick Nurse's assistant coaches. Who was that guy? Dude look just like Jermaine Dupri. Either way, foul number 2 on Drummond. That is a great thing for us, but unfortunately now you get Crash Bandicoot, a.k.a. Adam Bonner, about to check in. I don't know if you guys watched game 1, but dude was reckless. So we're going to see what that's going to look like. I take it back. Bonner does not check into the game. They're going to keep 2 foul Drummond in the game right now. Maybe they're going to call a timeout here soon, but if I'm Brunson, I'm going right back to Towns, and he does just that. Towns now one-on-one against Drummond. Drummond has to play it safe here. Instead, he slings it over to Hart for a corner three. It's no good. Bridges pushed away on the rebound. No foul called. Rebounded by Philly. Chippy game so far with a lot of extracurriculars going on away from the ball, but the Knicks up by 1, 7-8. Paul George finding Oubre. Oubre loses the handle. Stolen by Bridges. Bridges finding Hart. Hart over to OG. He already has one. Can't get a second, and Edgecombe with the rebound. VJ Edgecombe out to Drummond. Drummond finding Paul George. Paul George is shooting like it is a shooting drill. Scrimmage shots for PG in this one so far. 10-8's the score. Paul George, 8 of those 10 points and not a single miss. Karl Anthony Towns flings it over to Bridges. Bridges wants to respond a little strong to the left. Rebounded by Philadelphia. Paul George again wasting no time and laces it right over. Like he is shooting it, realizing that there's going to be a closeout, doesn't care, and still lets it fly. 11 points for Paul George. Brunson now looking to respond. He can't respond. Rebounded by Maxey. And Maxey, who is still scoreless, gets the rebound, now looking to push the other way. Bridges gets in front of him. Maxey a strong take, and Maxey his first bucket of the game. The Sixers with a 7-point lead. Josh Hart losing the handle. Sixers the other way. 8-0 run. No good for Maxey. Rebounded by Towns, and the Knicks in a little bit of trouble right now. 7-point game. OG Anunoby finding Towns. Towns goes down the hill. Towns with the Euro. Towns with the floater, and this is Karl Anthony Towns' show. 15-10 Towns. He was going for the contact, couldn't get it, but still gets the floater to fall. I like the decision. Terrible pass there by George. Towns with the rebound. Towns finding Brunson. Brunson extra pass. OG with the dunk in the break. And I said Knicks are in trouble. I lied. Down to a 3-point game. Look at the turnover differential. Knicks with just 2. Philly already with 4, but with a 3-point lead. Tyrese Maxey trying to go for the floater. Good help there by Towns. And the Knicks going back the other way. Hart back to Bridges. Bridges all the way. Bridges with the layup. 15-14, and the aggressive play by Bridges continues. And just like that, a 1-point game. VJ Edgecombe with the rock, finding Kelly Oubre Jr. Oubre back to Maxey. Maxey, who only has 2 points on the night. Back over to VJ. VJ goes right after Towns. Towns not able to close out. And the floater down for VJ Edgecombe. Hart back to Towns. Towns thought about it. Towns gets Drummond in the air. Towns can get a foul on Drummond, and he will. I don't think Drummond realizes that he already had 2 as he has his hand raised, accepting his fate. That's going to be foul number 3. Beautiful execution there by the New York Knicks. Of everything that happened, I love how that is the play they show, is the Tyrese Halliburton layup. But thank you, showing the other end. They show Mikal Bridges going right after Drummond getting the bucket of his own. ESPN almost pissed me off for a second. I ain't gonna lie to you. ESPN almost just pissed me off. That's some crap that 2K does too. 2K pisses me off with that. I'll go on a 8-something run with a 17-point lead or whatever, and then after, in between quarters, they're showing highlights of the other team, bro. That's the ESPN stuff. That's the stuff ESPN be doing too, bro. But that's not the case today. New York Knicks trailing by 3 points. Paul George shooting the lights out in this one. I felt good about picking Paul George, and well, I'm about to be done with Paul George. Paul George about to finish his job quick and in a hurry. But right now, the Knicks still sticking around because Tyrese Maxey only 2 points on the night. Knicks just got to lock in. And I got to be honest with you, Paul George made, of his, 3 threes? He had 3 or 4 threes. Of his 3 threes, 2 of those things were very difficult. If I do say so myself. So are we going to just hope that he keeps shooting those shots and they stop falling at some point, or what? But anyways. Tyrese Maxey, like I mentioned, 1 for 3 from the field, only 2 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist, shooting 33% from the field. They only have Drummond for 2 fouls. Yeah, I noticed that too, and it's not changing. So I don't understand how that works. Did they take a foul away on one of the previous plays? Because they were both clearly on him. The screen. Yeah, so I don't understand how that works. Because one of them was for the moving screen. That's a foul. The first one was clearly a foul off the shooter, and that last one was definitely a foul on him as well. So how the hell does that work? B Mill said Indiana PG is in the building, apparently. Unfortunately. Will that stay? We'll see. We'll see. Chef Curtis West said, let Paul pull. Get rebounds and push the ball up. The second foul was given to PG. Interesting. So it wasn't a moving screen? Huh? Interesting. All right. Thanks for the update. So, yeah, Paul George does have 1 foul on the night. All right, interesting. Okay, so 2 fouls for Andre Drummond. I'm assuming Drummond will be out this time when we get back to the game. But interesting. Silo said Mikal keeping Maxey on lock. Yeah, and I also got to give some credit to Karl-Anthony Towns, too, for helping out on a few of those drives, keeping Maxey to 1 for 3 from the field. LL said CK must win this game tonight. KG says that they said George pushed him into Drummond. Okay. All right, fair. Fair. Got it, KG. Got you. Appreciate that. Thank you for all the corrections. Thank you for all the corrections. HT, KG, all the corrections in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Good eyes. By the way, CK, I had to delay your stream because the score on the right is ahead of your actual stream commentary. Yeah, Reggie Penis. That happens from time to time. Especially, it used to be all national televised games, but ESPN is severely the most delayed. I'm on a VPN, and it's super delayed for me. So ESPN just loves to run their feet on a delay, and it pisses me off. But I understand. Do what you got to do to keep it going. PG's podcast died. I never see clips from it anymore. Once he got back after missing the time because of you know why, he did say that the podcast was going to take a hiatus so he could focus on basketball. So I'm sure the podcast will be back as soon as Sixers get eliminated. And we'll hear his excuse as to why the Sixers got eliminated. Karl-Anthony Towns making up for the early missed free throw, gets those ones to fall, and now the Knicks trail by 1, 17-16. Russell says VPNs introduce latency. I disagree. I feel like the reason why I've gone back to using VPNs is because it's helped me stay more on track with you guys on the play-by-play. So when I don't use the VPN, I'm like 30 seconds delayed. Nice move there from OG Anunoby to give the Knicks the lead back, 18-17. And good feed by Bridges. 3 for 4 is OG Anunoby. I talk about efficiency. OG Anunoby oozes efficiency throughout the entirety of this playoffs. Mikal Bridges staying strong on VJ. VJ on the drive. Good poke away by Bridges. Bridges claims that it went off of Edgecombe, but the referees didn't see it. So it remains Philadelphia ball. Good defense by Mikal Bridges yet again. Look at OG patience. And Bonner able to find the breaks. OG Anunoby, great start. Goes to the bench here early. I'm assuming Deuce McBride checking into this one. Bridges staying out there for defensive purposes. Oh, no, Bridges is out too, so Clarkson's in there. So we're going to see what Deuce now can do on Tyrese Maxey. Misses that shot. Rebounded by Bona. And here is Quentin Grimes out there as well with the Philadelphia 76ers. But the question is, who's going to stop this guy? Paul George dribbles, takes a 3, and we just talked about this. We all were saying it. Just let Paul George keep shooting it and see what happens. And we're seeing it right now. Paul George missing his last 2 shots. As Jalen Brunson, speaking of missing shots, misses another one. Brunson not having a great start to the night. Paul George on the drive. He finds Grimes. Grimes on his own drive. He misses, but the foul called on Karl Anthony Towns. That is going to be foul number 2 on Karl. And that means he is going to have to sit for the remainder of this quarter. And Ariel Hukporti is going to get his time to shine. Yeah, he said during, B. Mills, we talked about that. NYC B-Ball says, does PG-13 ever take it to the basket? Man, he old now. Paul George is a shooter now. That's about it. Maybe in the break we'll see it, but no, he don't go downhill like that no more. He old now. Grimes free throws goes down. 19-18 is the score, back to a 1-point lead for Philadelphia. We are trading leads with Philly here in this first quarter. Jalen Brunson, who has not scored yet, 0 for 3 from the field. Brunson picked up by VJ Edgecombe. He goes right into it. He throws up an air ball. Hukporti tries to save it, but rolls it off his foot. Jalen Brunson wants to challenge it, but it's too late now. Brunson's still talking about it, but the ball has been inbounded. Got to move on. Tyrese Maxey to Edgecombe, wide open 3-ball for Oubre, and Oubre laces it from 3, 22-18. Knicks are 1 for 6 from 3. Meanwhile, the Sixers are 4 for 7. A lazy inbound there. It was poked free. Josh Hart has a full head of steam. No one in front of him. Clarkson goes all the way. Clarkson throws up the scoop, misses, but draws a foul. Jordan Clarkson getting free throws. Yeah, I don't like this 5 defensively. I don't like it at all. The way that they're able to just spread and get that shot so easily, they're going to keep doing that because of the mismatch defensively. We have 2 guys that are not the greatest of defenders, and they're going to use that. Either way, Jordan Clarkson makes the first of 2 free throws. Yeah, I don't like this 5. Daquan said, where's Mitch? He's sick. He's out today due to an illness. He tried to give it a go, but wasn't going to happen. Hopefully we get Mitch in Philadelphia on Friday. Another missed free throw, but a lane violation on, I think, Philadelphia, and none other than Adam Bona. Tragic. Jordan Clarkson gets another chance. Oh, no, it was Grimes. Okay, because I was about to say, this man, Adam Bona, he ain't real, man. So Clarkson this time rights the wrong, makes the free throw, and the Knicks now trail by 2. Jenergy, what up? I see you in the chat, Jenergy. Salute. Handing it over to Grimes. Grimes goes downhill. Grimes finds Oubre for another open corner 3. This is what I'm talking about. I don't like this 5. This ain't going to work for me, brother. Because they are just going to keep doing the exact same thing. Josh Hart on the drive. Josh Hart picked up. Hart looking around. Hart finding Deuce. Deuce teeter-tottering the line. Risky pass, and Hart, able to corral it. Knicks are struggling. Brunson gets hit by Grimes, and it's a foul with 5 left on the shot clock. Yeah, I don't like this 5 right now. I need at least OG or Bridges in right now. At least one of the 2. I need with this lineup. Right on cue. I gotta go put on the quarter zip, man. Right on cue. Rick Brunson hears the call, runs over to OG, and OG and Anunoby getting ready to check in. Yeah, this 5 ain't gonna do it for me. So OG and Anunoby getting ready to check in. I'm assuming probably checking in for Josh Hart. Brunson makes the free throw, and here comes OG and Anunoby. My guy better not throw up a damn stinker after the way he been playing, and especially with no Embiid. Will Rose said Bridges should play the whole game. Daquan, good ESPCK, you know what I'm talking about. I just wish I had the quarter zip on, but right now we in playoff mode, so the jerseys got to stay on until I got to give the jerseys a break. All right, 25-22. Knicks trailing by 3 points. This could be the first time the Knicks trail in the first quarter in quite a few games if they're not careful. Jalen Brunson with the rock. Brunson picked up by Oubre Jr. Brunson trying to find his own. Yeah, Jalen Brunson right now needs to get back to moving the ball because the Sixers are prepared for it. VJ Edgecombe draws the contact, and now Edgecombe going to the line for two for another turnover on the captain. And not the best start for Jalen Brunson today. He's trying to find himself right now, and the Sixers are prepared for him. Got to get back to moving the ball. Shout out to Raging Pianist with the $2 super saying this wasn't the Wingstop 5. It was the Chipotle 5. Nah, it's like the Taco Bell 5. You know what I mean? You might think it looked good, but then you got the worst tummy ache after, bro. At least Chipotle tastes good, bro. Turnovers, Eric. Turnovers indeed. Knicks had 3 turnovers, so it's not terrible yet. But it is something that the Knicks need to contain in this series. Right, you got a better Del Taco 5. Even though, hot take, I am a Del Taco stan, bro. Hot take. Quarter zip under the jersey. That's diabolical work, bro. I don't know if I'm built for that life, bro. I don't know if I'm built for that, man. Shout out to my boy Squid. Squid said JB probably tired. Yeah. Cap having one of those games. I just having one of those quarters. I wouldn't say one of those games. Plenty of time to fix it up. HT said keep grinding. They have to move the ball. No fluidity on offense. Right. We went away from what's been working. Agreed. Smooth Will said Chipotle been stingy with the food. I can't relate. My Chipotle is very, very gracious. I can't relate. Give GTA or Kolick some minutes. JB needs a rest. Yeah, this might be one of those times where we sit Brunson in the first quarter. Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one, Game Hunter. Grant says without Cat and Mikal on the floor, everyone else is just watching Cap. Brunson rely heavy on screens, and with our best screener out, it's an adjustment. He will be fine in the second half. That's a very, very astute take by one Marcus Miller. I just realized too. My apologies to the junk in the background. Sonic is there. I got a random bookshelf on the floor. The office is slowly coming together. We're not there yet, but at the very least, the backdrop is finally coming together. The Funkos are up, but I apologize. Didn't have enough time to clean up. So just, bear with me. It's slowly but surely. Shout out to everybody in the chat, though, man. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like this stream. KnicksFanTV play-by-play brought to you by Prize Picks. See right there. Promo code KFTV to get $50 after your first $5 lineup. Raging says, PG and Oubre hitting threes and shots. We missed a bunch. They'll start coming down for us. We'll be fine, CK. Good take. Man, that's so true. Email says JB only played 30 minutes last game. He's not tired. Philly's attacking him at the second move to the rim. This is exactly how Philly won game 2 against the Celtics. Corner 3. Is Mitch hurt? Mitch sick. All right. The current 5 right now, Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride, OG Anunoby, Jordan Clarkson, and Ariel Hukporti. Still a little shaky with this 5, but it'll do, I guess. Deuce McBride finding Ariel Hukporti. Hukporti holding on to the rock. Hukporti looking to hand it off to Deuce. Deuce on the drive. Deuce with Grimes on his hip. Or sorry, that's Paul George. And Paul George blocks the shot out of bounds. No foul there. Yeah, Paul George turning back the clock here a little bit. Paul George in the beginning of his career was an all-time defender. All right, 26-22, 3.9 on the shot clock. Hukporti gets the jam off of the inbound. Nice play there by the Knicks. 2-point game. Quentin Grimes finding Bona. Bona, here he goes. Choo-choo. Bona missing the dunk. Oh, and he's fouled.
What the hell?
Where?
Oh, my God. No way.
No, don't show this play. Great dunk. Let me see that again. Where did he foul? Talking about fouls, Hukporti got hit on that dunk. Come on, man. Bona laces that free throw, though. Didn't know he had that in him. (24-27). Free throw number 2, no good by Bona. A little bit of a shared rebound between Hukporti and Anunoby. And Knicks going the other way. Knicks struggling a little bit in this one. Gotta say, they look human in this game. Jalen Brunson not shooting well so far in this one. Brunson fires a 3 ball, and that's the way to get your night started. A 3 off of a crossover. Brunson ties the game at 27. Here comes Adam Bona. Bona back out to Oubre. Oubre finding Grimes. Grimes, no foul called. That's going to be Knicks ball. Grimes is beside himself. But I'm here for that. He wants the review. And now VJ Edgecombe. VJ Edgecombe, I think he's trying to tell him sorry. Okay, I thought VJ Edgecombe was trying to say some things to Brunson, but I think he's just letting him know my bad because he got him. Yeah, no, they're exchanging pleasantries. Let me move on. All right, Brunson's to the line for 2 free throws. Grimes playing 100 miles per hour. Time to turn on the engines. Got to get it going. How many fouls is that on VJ? That's 2, right? He got 2 of them too, right? No, it's just that's only his first. Yeah. Okay. Good old CK math, I guess. I swore I thought he had a foul earlier, but what do I know? Marcus, what was that? What was that, Marcus?
What the hell?
What you over there talking about, Marcus?
Oh, my God. No
VJ
way.
did what, Marcus? Lee Marcus. Damn. 27-29, 2-point game. Knicks up by 2. VJ Edgecombe goes right into Hukporti. And again, this is a call that it's tough to guard, man. I felt like Hukporti did everything right there. Hands straight up. Let's see if he goes. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but it's almost like just because there's contact, the referees feel obliged to call it, like they obligated, to call that. I don't like that call because it never goes according to the rule. Hukporti was straight up there, but they're going to say he turned his body. He did not. He was vertical. The contact made him change. But that's a tough one to never call. So Hukporti, wrong side of it, picking up his second foul. By the way, ball don't lie. Free throw was missed, so it is what it is. Frank said, yo, what is a foul? Please help me. That has been my question all season long. I sometimes I thought I knew basketball, played basketball my entire life. But I guess I don't know hoops, man. Ooh, Brunson. Oh, swatted by Bona. Here comes Maxey going the way. Maxey picked up by Clarkson, goes right by Clarkson, goes up with a tough layup. A late foul, but a foul, and I think it's Hukporti again. Interesting late call, too, by the way, by the officials. Hukporti picking up foul number 3. And tonight might be a Sohan type of night. Hukporti not even getting much of a chance. Referees calling this one extremely close all night long. And right on cue, Jeremy Sohan checks into the game. Now, he did some great stuff in garbage minutes in Game 6 and Game 5. And Game 4, too. How can I forget Game 4? Now these minutes are going to count. Is Jeremy Sohan going to show why the front office wanted to get him so bad out of San Antonio? Or is he just going to fall with the rest of it? We're going to find out. Double team on Brunson already. Brunson finding Clarkson. Great job by the Sixers to force Brunson to get rid of the rock. They're trying to keep the ball out of Brunson's hands. Brunson picked up by Edgecombe. Brunson on the drive. Brunson step back, pull in the mid-range, gets the easy one to fall. And the Knicks back up by 1. Nine points for Jalen Brunson. 2 for 6 from the field. But 9 points, 3 assists for the captain. And here comes Tyrese Maxey. Maxey trying to get himself open. He finds Edgecombe. Edgecombe to Grimes. Grimes for 3. I missed that jump shot, but I hate it on the other side. 33-31. 10 seconds remains. Knicks can tie or take a lead here, or they will be looking at a deficit going into quarter number 2. OG Anunoby, what a move. What a fake. What a fire. No foul called. And the Knicks are going to lose their first quarter in, 4 games? It's a fun little stat for those watching behind the scenes. But either way, Knicks is trailing by 2, 33-31. Good fight out of Philadelphia. And as said at the top of the broadcast, Philadelphia plays differently when Embiid is not in the lineup. The ball is moving a bit quicker, and we're seeing that right now. But also, mainly the Knicks shooting shots that they typically make, just not going down from 3. And on top of that, I feel like the Sixers have made some incredible shots. I don't know if they're going to keep doing that throughout the majority of this game. But for now, Knicks trail by 2, 31-33. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the follow button. We out here. Frank said, I'm not liking the energy, CK. I don't hate it yet. Yeah, it's not the same. It's a little bit more of coming back to reality type of an energy, Frankie. I ain't tripping. Female said the exact same game plan they had in Boston. Lucas asked, why did Mikal sit so long? That's typical. Mikal Bridges and Karl-Anthony Towns, even with Karl with foul trouble, they typically sit the majority of the end of the first, and they're most likely both going to start the second quarter together. I expect this second quarter 5 to be the one to push the Knicks in the positive direction and get things flowing. But we shall see. Santana said, we are good. We are going to win by 15. Love that energy. Kevin Kelly said, I am tripping, CK. Why are you tripping? What happened? OG should have shot that 3. Yeah, he had space. On the stutter step, the defender gave him all the space in the world. I agree. He should have shot that 3 ball, but it is what it is. Only thing I don't like is Huck has 3 and Cat has 2 fouls. No Mitch, that's not good. Well, that's why we got depth, and that's why we got a guy like Jeremy Sohan. Yeah, it sucks, but Karl-Anthony Towns has had 2 fouls in the first quarter before. We can withstand that. The question is, which are we getting a solid Jeremy Sohan tonight in his minutes? or not. We got the depth for it. I think we'll be fine. Base God said Brown needs to coach really smart this game. Fair take. That's right. I like it. Patal said, don't give them any confidence. Knicks, please don't blow this game. It's only been one quarter. Say Quizzy, breathe. Say Quizzy, breathe. Breathe. All right, here we go. Second quarter underway. Philadelphia starting with the ball, 33-31. A lineup of Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Alvarado, Deuce, and Towns. And Bridges, a rare blow by there from Tyrese Maxey. Maxey getting the dunk and putting the lead up to 4. Jose Alvarado looking for the ball to get to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns at the top of the key, picked up by Bona. Towns using the screen, goes right into Bona, fires from the glass, and nice decision-making from Towns there. Another screen by Bona. Good help there from Towns. Towns knew. He knew. I don't like that call at all. Just because there's bump and a fall does not mean it's a foul every time, bruh. I do not like that call, bruh. That's going to be foul number 3 on Karl Towns. B-Mill said, I don't need the defenders to hedge so hard in the paint. If they stay home, they can deflect the pass or steal it. Yeah, it felt like it was a gamble. You're talking about the Bridges play, right? I feel like it was a gamble more than anything there by Bridges, and he read it terribly. I agree. But Karl Anthony Towns with foul number 3 to the point of Geo slaps. And now he sits. Tyrese Maxey gets a foul. There was no contact. Show the replay. Mike Brown having a word with Deuce McBride and Mikal Bridges as their assignment. Oh, that's not even Mike Brown. That's assistant coach. So I don't get a replay? There was no contact on that take. Oh, here we go. Shout out to the great Chuck D being in the chat here with us. Got themselves a tight one here. Back to some closely contested basketball in the playoffs. Chuck D with the $10 super said, apologies, Knicks Nation to Brown. Oh, yes. Apologize, Knicks Nation to Brown, who definitely is tested on his toys he's been giving run to. I think Sohan is definitely going to be a factor this quarter. Save Cat a bit. Salutes my Knicks Nation folks. Shout out to the great Chuck D. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not too upset about the fouling situation, but another miss there for the New York Knicks. I mean, I'm upset about the fouling situation, but I mean, like, I feel like we got the depth. Now it's about using the depth. What is this 5 that we have? I just realized the 5. He brought in Josh Hart. What is this AAU lineup we're looking at right now? I don't like this 5 at all. Mikal Bridges finding an open OG. OG fires the 3. OG can't get the bounce, rebounded by Oubre. I don't like this. Tyrese Maxey just dribbles right past Deuce, misses everything. Bona, though, because we have no rebounding, out-rebounds OG. OG fouls him on the putback. And now Bona to the line with OG picking up another foul. Referees are calling this one extremely tight. Oh, brother. All right. This one's going to be interesting, folks. 33-38. KG said Mitch is out 6. Stop asking about Mitch. Right. I felt that, KG. I felt that. 38-33. Mikal Bridges going right to the rack, shoots it right over. Oubre laces a mid-ranger, a much-needed bucket by the Knicks there. In a bit of a drought, couldn't find any offense. Bridges getting us going. But can we get back to defense? Maxey, can we get Bridges back on Maxey? I understand Deuce is out there, but let's keep Bridges on Maxey when Bridges is on the floor. Peace and love to Deuce. Peace and love to Deuce. Jose Alvarado finding Anunoby. Anunoby turns that into a bucket. Loses the handle on the way up to the shot. And Deuce McBride sticking on his assignment. Deuce versus Maxey. Maxey gets the screen. Maxey gets the double team. George over to Bonner. Bonner finding Grimes. Grimes gets blocked by OG. Bridges corrals it. Knicks going the other way. Alvarado steps into a transition 3 and nails it. 1-point game. Great defense. OG Anunoby with the pin block. Now Deuce McBride trying to make me look wrong. He says, see, I got this. Maxey fadeaway jumper right over Deuce McBride. Josh Hart hands it over to Bridges. Bridges thinks about it. Bridges picked up by Kelly Oubre. They were not teammates. I keep thinking that they were on the same team together in Phoenix. And terrible screen. Terrible screen by Josh Hart. Terrible screen by Josh Hart. That's good defense by Kelly Oubre. Bridges trying to get around him, uses the screen. Oubre flopped like crazy. I ain't gonna act like that's not the case. Shout out to Bernard King. Shout out to Clyde Frazier. Hold on, we got look at the swag in the front row. Oubre definitely over embellished, but you don't set a screen with the palm of your hands. What are we doing, Josh? What are we doing? 43-40 is the score. 3-point game. Mikal Bridges picking up. Maxey gets the switch he wants. Now he gets Alvarado. Maxey's just gonna shoot right over him as well. And this is what I don't want. This is what I don't want. I get Alvarado and Deuce are solid defenders, but the problem is these star players can just shoot right over them because they're so little. 11 points scored for Tyrese Maxey in this quarter alone. Bridges gets it open spot, fires off again, and Bridges trying to keep us afloat in this one. Keeping the game to 3. Bridges on fire, but not much else going on. Oh, good defense from OG Anunoby. Almost corralled it. And here's the size again. Bona gets a rebound over the smaller. But there's a foul before the alley-oop. Brown! What are we doing, big guy? Shout out to Deuce McBride. Yeah, Deuce McBride, unfortunately, getting cooked there by Maxey. Gonna have to take a break. Try it again in the second half. Deuce, we're gonna get you right, big fella. Shout out to Tots with the $5 super set. Mr. Dink must have seen the McCulloch mixtape, because what the hell is going on here? With JB and Cal at the floor, I'm putting in Tyler with Mikal. Must have never seen. I was gonna say if he saw it, he would have done it. Yeah, I don't think he did, man. I still feel like the McCulloch combo is still a taboo. Jose Alvarado trying. They're going to call a foul on Alvarado. Yeah, referees are out here with their putting in their Jordan flu game type of night tonight. They're just, where's the foul, brother? Where's the foul, brother? Where's the foul, brother? Ball don't lie, bro. How many times are they going to prove us right? They keep missing these free throws on all these raggedy fouls y'all call. Damn. Second free throw goes down by Maxey. Maxey is absolutely thriving in this quarter. I'm going to need Bridges to go back to what he did. Like, leave him. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. I understand they're setting screens and stuff, but keep Bridges over there on Maxey, please. Hukporti is in the game. Bridges drives. He finds Clarkson. Clarkson goes all the way. Passes it out to an open Hart for the corner three. Hart just not shooting the same in these playoffs. Clarkson out to Brunson, who just checked in. Brunson has space. Brunson with the floater, way too strong. Rebounded by Huck. Huck goes up. He's blocked. Up goes up Clarkson, and the Knicks cannot come away with the score. Here comes Philadelphia. Paul George finding Oubre. Oubre going up and under, misses everything. And they're going to say it's Philly ball. Tony Brothers is in his bag tonight. I got to say, for all the Tony Brothers fans out there, he is putting on a performance today. Shout out to the Tony Brothers fans, all 0 of y'all, because he is putting on a playoff performance right now. Thank God somebody with sense was able to overturn that call. What we doing? Kel Bridges picked up by Maxey. Bridges waiting for the play to break down, gets it over to Hukporti. Hukporti trying to get the ball to either Bridges or Brunson. Both of them locked up. Brunson able to get free. Brunson trying to get around the screen. Double team there. They're trying to contain Brunson. Brunson with not the smartest pass into the double team. Maxey dribbles into a three. It's no good. And Andre Drummond cleans it up and gets the finish. Josh Hart now trying to push the pace. Hart not a smart move. He finds a trailing Hukporti. Hukporti looking like Bona. Bridges trying to corral it. Bridges back to Clarkson. Clarkson with the floater. And the New York Knicks trying to get their act together. All this nonsense, all this tomfoolery, and the Knicks are only trailing by 4. So take a breath, everyone in the chat. Yes, we are frustrated, but Lord have mercy. We are just right there by 4. Great draw by Brunson. No call. All of a sudden, the whistle don't work. So the point's going to count. No charging foul. Clarkson throws up some nonsense. He gets it to fall. And this is an interesting sequence of basketball that we are witnessing right now, folks. Lock in. Shout out to my guy Blackness with the $5 super. He says, appreciate you, CK, for real, for real. I swear I seen the Knicks on Prime, then I needed to sub to Paramount or whatever, and now I rush home to needing ESPN. Family show the NBA. Yep, the streaming services are out of control. Out of control. So I don't blame the frustrations by y'all. But you know, we'll always be here, whether it's on my channel doing a play-by-play or here. Speaking of my channel, I apologize for skipping game 1 of Cleveland versus Detroit. I meant to put a message out. I had some family things come up. I didn't get a chance to get to that, so we will get to other games in that series to do the hate watches. So my apologies to those who were looking forward to that. I was looking forward to it as well. Something came up last minute, and I wasn't able to go live for that. So we'll get back to that in future play-by-plays. All right, so my apologies. I will get back to them. But right now in this game, 4-point game, and, you know, I don't want to be that guy. I'm not one to complain about officials. I don't like it. I try to calm you guys down when you guys go that direction. But right now, Tony Brothers circled this MSG game on his calendar because he was ready to put on a performance because he is in his bag right now. In his bag. The foul differential is 12-7. And not only do the Knicks have 12 fouls, it is in the direction of who has the fouls. Conveniently, in the night where Mitchell Robinson is out, somehow both of the Knicks bigs are in foul trouble with 3. Karl-Anthony Towns with 3. R.L. Hukporti with 3. Make it make sense. So right now, for those who picked the higher or the more or the less and took the more on Tony Brothers putting on a triple-double today, you are on your way. Because Tony Brothers right now in his absolute bag and trying to take control of this game. I just want playoff basketball. That's all I want. But, as I said, the positive, through all the nonsense, through all the suckage, Knicks only trail by just 4. 46-50. The Knicks hanging around with all forces going the way that they're going right now. Knicks hanging on. It's a 4-point game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Patas said, CK, the refs on some nonsense. I'm telling you, Tony Brothers putting on an all-timer right now, bro. All-timer. Get that Tony Brothers NBA card. This one will be worth a lot. CK need to hit the Tongan death grip on Tony Brothers. Facts, though. For real. For real. Big facts. Man, if I don't look like Bernard King when I'm old, bro, golly, man. I'm trying to rock around with the top hat and stuff. Man, Bernard King's so cool, bro. Clyde is cool as hell, too. All of our OGs are cool. But, man, when I see Bernard King, I'm like, yo, what? I'm trying to be like them, bro. Get Sohan in there, facts. Yeah, I don't know why Mike Brown is being so skittish on using Sohan. I don't get it. But it is what it is. We just had one of the nastiest small lineups I've ever seen. Luckily, Bridges was making his shots through it, so we were able to survive, but rebounds were not happening for us, and defense was a little rough. If the Knicks win this year, I'll get a buzz. What do you mean by that, Taheen? What do you mean you get a buzz? Like your hair? Like your cut? I don't know what your cut is right now. You got dreads or something? Speaking of dreads, we got Jay-Z in the building. Also, shout out to Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet put his foot down, said, Met Gala, I got the Knicks to watch. Meanwhile, Kylie Jenner out there by herself. And look who won. Because now look who came crawling back to the Knicks game. Kylie Jenner. Shout out to Chalamet for standing your ground. Good defense there from Mikal Bridges. Missed by Maxey. Knicks now have an opportunity to get back in this game. We're having fun here, ladies and gentlemen. This game is far from over. Knicks in a little bit more of a competitive bout for the first time in 5 games. And right now, the Knicks looking to keep their streak alive of winning basketball. But Kelly Oubre, off of a phenomenal pass by Maxey, puts the Sixers back up by 6. Buzz cut. That's what I thought you meant. Jalen Brunson on the drive. Brunson fires away, and Brunson with the finish. Jill Slap said ref sucks, but they aren't hitting their open shots either. I disagree. The Knicks shooting above 50% from the field. Knicks aren't shooting terribly in this one. Great turnover there from Josh Hart. Hart pushing the other way. Hart losing the handle. Clarkson looking for his first 3, and Clarkson is still 3-less in the playoffs. And Huck Porty. Can I see it? Can I at least see it again? Can I see it, please? The hell did Huck Porty even do? Ay. Now I got someone long here. I've been developing that ish. Oh, Taheen. Oh, man. Well, here comes some more interesting substitutions as Landry Shamet checks into the game. We need height. Bring in Landry Shamet. Shamet and OG Anunoby checking in. So another small 5 ahead. OG Anunoby is our center. Mikal Bridges. No, it's probably Josh Hart playing the 4. Oh, brother. 48-54. Mike Brown, please. I hope you know something we don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I get we in foul trouble. But at least give me Jeremy Sohan at the 5. Jalen Brunson, though, like I said, the offense has not been an issue for the Knicks. Knicks are shooting above 52% from the field here tonight. Sorry, 51% from the field tonight. The offense has been fine. 3-ball, not great. But the fouling woes and some of this defense has been a little bit shaky for the first time in 5 games. Nice give and go. VJ Edgecombe going right into OG Anunoby, forcing the miss. Gets his own rebound. No, he won't. OG gets it. Knicks now pushing the pace. Brunson looking around. Brunson finding Anunoby. Anunoby with the big dunk. And now the Knicks trail by just 2. Knicks now trying to lock it in and get their act back together. Brunson goes down. Oubre thought about it. Good pickup from Josh Hart. Back over to Maxey. Maxey picked up by Hart. Maxey trying to take him baseline. Great defense from Hart. Throws up some nonsense. Rebounded by Hart. Great defensive stop by Josh Hart. Hart throws the oop. Mikal Bridges been thriving in this one. Wingstop running the show in this game. Great pass from Hart and another alley-oop slam for Bridges. Are you not entertained, Bridges haters? And I think they called a foul on Shamet. No, it's a timeout on Philly. Great timeout because the New York crowd started to get hyped up. And they're trying to drain all that. Golly, the feet work by Brunson, bro. Can I have this dance the way that Drummond was moving like this? Come on, man. Beautiful play. Look at OG, man. 2 dribbles or less, and it's going to be problems for the defense. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. New York Knicks tie this thing up at 54. Like I said, the offense has not been the issue. It just feels like the momentum does not ever get a chance to set in this game because of the way the officials have been officiating. Everything's been a foul. Everything's been a stoppage of play. Everything's been just blah, 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 mesh. You know what I mean? So the Knicks never getting a chance to gain any kind of momentum. But we've been hanging around this entire game. And right now, Knicks take a lead. Still don't understand the Shamet substitution. Peace and love. I don't hate Shamet. I like Shamet. I don't understand the Shamet substitution. I feel like Sohan, at the very least, helping us on the boards, and at the very least, helping when Maxey gets beat, or when either Bridges or Hart or OG or whoever it is gets beat off the dribble. I'm okay with Sohan being in the back lines, but again, what do I know? I don't have the quarter zip on. Shout out to everybody. Chat. Rare Edition, what's up, brother? CK, what you say about this small ball lineup? I hate it. I don't like it. They're on a run right now. I don't think that has anything to do with because they went in with the small ball lineup. As I mentioned, peace and love to Shamet. I think I would much rather go with Sohan with this 5 to close out the half. I don't know why Shamet needs to be out there, but at least the Knicks caught a lead. So what do I know? Game Under said Bernard King and me graduated from the same high school at the same time, bro. Okay, what? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, Game Under. I'm just kidding, bro. It was right there, Game Under. You set me up, Game Under. You set me up. I had to do it, bro. I had to do it. You set me up, Game Under. Wisdom said, not gonna lie, CK, we need bodies right now. Unfortunately, we can't play Sohan and Hart, so guards gotta play. Why you say that? Why not? Why would you say we can't play Hart and Sohan together? Because lack of offense? I don't see why not. Game Winner said no lies were told. No, Game Winner, I was kidding, bro. I was kidding. Oh, man. Knicks against Sixers and the Zebras tonight, I see. Yeah, man. Tony Brothers going to be at halftime gasping for air, drinking all the Gatorade that the Garden can provide. Would love to see Mo with this lineup. Look, I love Mo Diawara. Mo Diawara is my guy. I have made it clear that Mo Diawara would be a part of my rotation, but at the same time, I will say this. Mike Brown has made it clear that he is not going to be a part of the rotation. Mo Diawara is, if need be, and if need be is going to be if we're blowing out the other team. So, look, as much as we love Mo Diawara, I don't think Mo Diawara is going to be on the top of his list to get his name called in these moments, as much as I may disagree. I think Mike Brown has made his choices. That being said, same 5 is back out there. Then we'd have no offensive end. Okay, that's what I thought you. That's why I thought you were going with it. Yeah, Wisdom. All right. Who you think was dishing off the assist to him? Okay, game winner, my fault. 54s, ladies and gentlemen. Paul George baits Josh Hart and gets an and one. Josh Hart, sorry, Paul George to the line. Is this not a swipe through? That doesn't count as a swipe through? Josh Hart and Brunson making the argument that Paul George. Wait, why is Maxey shooting free throw? What just happened? Josh Hart got a God. Josh Hart, a technical foul. Maxey makes the technical free throw, and now George to the line for the and one. What did Hart say? Well, it doesn't matter. George misses the free throw, and the Knicks trail by 3. Way to go, Joshua. Look at the free throw differential. Knicks 0 free throws in this one. Quentin Grimes with the rebound, finding Tyrese Maxey. Maxey picked up by Bridges. He's going to get the switch. Josh Hart's going to pick him up. Josh Hart gets lost out of his boots. Grimes now picked up by Shamet. Grimes putting the move on Shamet. Good defense by Shamet. 3 ball by Oubre. Oubre no good. Rebounded by Hart. Hart pushed down by Bona. And Josh Hart sarcastically celebrates the Knicks finally getting a foul. And you can hear the Garden crowd. Look, everyone giving a standing ovation to the officials as the Knicks finally get a foul call. Yeah, the crowd pop for the foul. Yeah, I freaking love the Garden, bro. Shamet over to Hart. Hart holds on to the rock, hands it over to OG Anunoby. Anunoby on the drive. Anunoby with the pull. Anunoby, no good. Bridges fighting for it, but can't get the rebound. Good box out by Tyrese Maxey. Here comes Philadelphia, and they keep trying to screen Bridges off of Maxey. Bridges sticking with him. The switch no good. Grimes going to come and try again. They really want Brunson on Maxey. Good, but Bridges, good job fighting through that, forcing him to pass it over. Oubre fires the mid-ranger. It's no good. Bona goes in and gets the rebound and passes it out to Maxey. These rebounds are going to piss me the hell off. Good read by Brunson. One man to beat. Quentin Grimes goes flying away. And Brunson with a strong layup on the break. Oh, these rebounds are going to grind my gears, brother. But good cleanup there by the New York Knicks, 56-57. OG Anunoby, good poke free. He tried to get up on Tyrese Maxey. Maxey complaining about it. 3 ball by Grimes, way short. Saved by Bona, stolen by Bridges, and the Knicks now trying to go in transition. OG Anunoby like a wild. That's the wrong sound effect. I can't even think of the sound effect I was trying to say. OG Anunoby on the drive. Great trail by OG Anunoby. Great find by Hart, and the Knicks back in the lead, 58-57. Through the fire and all of it, the Knicks are able to get back. Oh, man, Josh Hart stumbling and bumbling. Thank God Maxey missed a shot. We'll never talk about that play ever again. Jalen Brunson going the other way. Runs right into Paul George, and now the Knicks have found a groove and now getting the Sixers with their own medicine. Knicks have not shot a single free throw in this quarter alone. Look at OG, man. Look at OG, man. OG looked like he was out of air. I ain't gonna lie, that's an and one, but we ain't gonna talk about it. I take it back, by the way. Still no free throws for the Knicks. I thought we were in the bonus. We are now in the bonus, so they had a foul to give. Quentin Grimes gets benched. Grimes not really giving them too much over there. That's their first foul in the second quarter. Second. Oh, you're talking about the one, the Josh Hart one. Never mind, sorry. I read it late. Josh Hart picked up by Adam Bona. Hart goes all the way. Draw the double clutch. A lot of contact. No foul called again. 3-point lead. Josh Hart needs to be careful before he gets that second technical, but I'm with him. Knicks don't need the officials to stay in this one. Josh Hart, hand in the face of Paul George. Brunson trying to get the loose ball. VJ Edgecombe double clutches and gets the layup to fall. 60-59, 27 seconds remains in the first half. The Knicks looking to go into the half with the lead back. And they have it right now, 60-59, 1-point game. Brunson dictating the offense. Second man is on the way. Almost slipped and fell trying to pick him up. Brunson with a good move, but comes up short. And now here comes Philly with the ball. Tyrese Maxey back out to Edgecombe. Edgecombe for the three. Drills it. But they're going to call an away from the ball foul. But the bucket, the bucket's still going to count, unfortunately. But a foul on Bona. Jalen Brunson, he shook his head no, and that freaked me out. But he looks fine. He doesn't look like he's hurting too bad. Oh, yeah, Brunson gets absolutely myrtleized by Adam Bonham. Bonham throwing up his hands like he don't know that he's a crazy person. Look at that, bro. He put his hands up. What you mean? Fool. Brunson, as the Knicks are in the bonus, by the way, Brunson has an opportunity to tie this game. 15 points in the first half for Brunson. 5 for 12 from the field. Not the best shooting night, but not terrible. Lord have mercy, man. Unknown said, I love how Brown is forcing to play Shamet. Are they related? I agree. I don't hate Shamet. I just don't think he need to be out there. Great point by Wisdom. But I don't know. All that free throws. We want free throws. We want to shoot a free throw. All that just to miss it. Golly, Brunson. These are the only free throws the Knicks have got in the second quarter. Brunson makes the second one. Knicks trailing by 1 here. Just need to make sure no shenanigans here. VJ Edgecombe gets a good shot. Doesn't get it to fall, and the Knicks trail by 1 after 1 half. The Sixers put on a masterclass on how to get to the free throw line. A lot of fouls in that one. The Knicks with 14 fouls through 2 quarters, and the Sixers right behind them with just 10. Free throw differential 20-12. Not terrible, but like I said, it's not the amount of fouls for me. It is the amount of times that it just absolutely killed our momentum in that first half with the timing of the fouls. But the Knicks, not worried. They shouldn't be worried. Right where we need them to be. Knicks doing a solid job. Trail by 1, 62-61. Ladies and gentlemen, the nights of these easy wins might be taking a momentary break unless the Knicks just break it open in the third quarter and go absolutely insane, which is very possible. But this one might be a dogfight all the way till the final whistle. Shout out to Jacob Ball with a $2 super, said Knicks and Yankees breaking my heart tonight. Why are they breaking your heart? It's too soon to have your heart broken. Well, I don't know how the Yankees game has turned out, but the Knicks, you got another half of basketball. You will be okay, Jacob Ball. I believe in you. You'll be okay. Interesting, man. That was an interesting half. We got how many minutes of Karl Anthony Towns? We got 8 minutes of Karl Anthony Towns. The referees took him out. And the crazier part is Towns was 100% from the field, looked dominant in those first few moments. And those 3 fouls kept him limited to what we're going to see in this game. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Josh Hart only 2 points in this one, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He had some good defensive stops, but he also got targeted a little bit in that first half defensively. Hart figured it out down the stretch, and somehow Hart has the most minutes in this game because, you know, it is what it is. OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, though, those are my go-tos for this one. I think OG Anunoby continues to be arguably our 2A, 2B on this team. 2A tonight, but typically 2B because Karl Anthony Towns has been phenomenal as well in these playoffs. But OG Anunoby has been spectacular throughout the entirety of these playoffs. Not this round, not just round 1, the entire playoffs. OG Anunoby has looked great. 13 points for OG, 6 of 10 from the field today, 2 steals, already got a block. And one more can I say about my guy, Mikal Bridges, 5 for 6 from the field, 83% from the field. Defense has been as locked down as you could ask him for. You're seeing the Sixers doing a better job at trying to get him off of Maxey. But Mikal Bridges, something that a lot of Knicks fans complained about throughout the season, rightfully so. Bridges not really fighting through screens throughout the regular season, but today you're seeing him fight through those screens and waving off the help, waving off the switch. So, you know, we got to get him to stay on top of him. Now, the one thing I will say, though, Deuce McBride and Alvarado not having the greatest night tonight against Tyrese Maxey, because in those minutes that OG and Bridges were out, we saw Tyrese Maxey go on a he had 11 points at that point in the second quarter alone by himself by simply just shooting over those guys. So we got to get our guy Deuce to lock back in, because Deuce has been a solid defender on Maxey in previous bouts. So got to get that version of him back. But honestly, man, I'm not really tripping. I'm looking at the stats, and I'm not really tripping as to where we are right now. You know, on the other side of things, you know, both teams are shooting really high percentage. They're shooting 49% from the field. We're shooting 53 from the field. They're killing us on the three-point line, 47 from the three. We're 25 from three, but I'm not too worried. Not too worried. Just got to make sure we can contain the fouling situation. They're turning the ball over a lot on the other side. They already have 10 at the half. We'll be all right. We will be all right, Knicks. We'll fight through this. Take a sigh of relief. Breathe. Everything's going to be okay. Now, will everything be okay with me with my prize picks? I feel good. Remember, I did not take the flex today. I need a perfect 5 for 5 to win. And right now, Paul George already did what he was supposed to do. Karl Anthony Towns, in not getting much time to play, already pretty much done with his stat line as well. I just need 1-3 from Mikal Bridges. I'm sure that time will come. Even though I thought he did hit a 3. Bridges did hit a 3. So that's just delayed. Bridges did hit a 3. Am I tripping? Bridges did hit a 3. Was that a long 2? Wait, what? I swear he hit a 3 in that first quarter. I might be tripping. Anyways, I just need a 3 by Bridges. He only shot 1 tonight. Not worried about that. I feel good. I feel like we should get the 5 out of 5 today. You know, you can play as well, but remember to play responsibly. Download the Prize Picks app. Use that promo code KFTV to get $50 instantly after your first $5 or more lineup. And yeah, right now we can get a perfect 5 for 5 in this one. Omar Shalaby, yeah, 100%. Rebounds is another key stat, but again, there's only so much we can control with that. With the mere fact that we have 2 of our main rebounders in foul trouble, one of them not playing today. So you got to expect the rebound differential to be what it is. But even that, it's not terrible. It's just 29-21. So, like, even with us missing our guys for the majority of the first half, they didn't really take complete advantage of that. The offensive rebounding differential, they're at 8. We are at 4. So, you know, could have been worse. Could have been worse. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I see the Knicks cleaning things up in the second half and getting the job done. Tony Brothers just needs to back off a little bit. That's it. Just need Tony Brothers to take a breather. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If you're watching us here on YouTube or watching over on Twitch, you are appreciated. Shout out to you guys over on Twitter as well. We are live for every single one of these play-by-plays throughout the entirety of these playoffs. Whether it's my channel right here, for the majority, it's going to be on this channel. Well, let's get it. C now says, CK, I'm not blaming the refs. Just feel like they being soft, though, on both sides. Yeah, I feel like the refs were a little one-sided there for a good stretch of the game. It's not completely on them. But, yeah. The fact that we went in the entire second quarter and we didn't get our first foul until the last 2 minutes, minute and a half, not a good look. And it's not that we were playing soft. We were attacking the rim the same way. We were shooting 53% from the field. So, I don't know. Not blaming the refs, but it is definitely something that is played a factor in that first half. LL said Cat can still have a big night if he plays smart and like a leader tonight. Yeah, not worried about Carl. Energy said mute Draymond. Oh, you guys gotta let me know what they're saying. I forgot he's even on Inside the NBA tonight. When the Knicks win, I will be watching the YouTube clips of him crying. Right now, we are the best in the AL conference. You're talking about the Yankees. No, you're talking about the Mets. Who are you talking about, Daquan? Mr. Dones said that Star Fox trailer, fire or not, if you love Star Fox 64, you will love the trailer. I loved it for the mere fact that they basically are remaking Star Fox 64, but they're putting more storyline to it, more cutscenes. Looks mad realistic. I loved it. I'm Star Fox and Yoshi are two of my favorite Nintendo characters. So yeah, I'm excited for this game. But yeah, check it out. It's quick. It's like a 20-minute thing. Right now for halftime, instead of listening to me yap or listening to Inside the NBA, go watch it real quick, Mr. Dones, and then tell me what you feel. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I have the N64 emulator, the one that comes with the Switch. I got that, and I always go back and play Star Fox 64. That's one of my favorite 64 games, so I'm excited for it. Now, I just need them to not overprice it. They don't need to make that no $59.99. Go ahead and make that like $40. Go ahead and make that $39.99, please. That's all I ask. Oh, man. Carl and JB are 1A and B, while OG is 2A, Bridges 2B, respectfully. Yeah. Yeah, because I did say 2A, 2B with Towns. And yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. That's very fair to put. Yeah, no, you're very right. Honestly, I don't think I would even do 2A, 2B. And this coming from Bridges High President, I would give OG just 2 and Bridges 3. 1A, 1B between Towns and Brunson. The 2 option is easily the 2-3 option easily any given night. OG Anunoby, and then Bridges right there fills in his role. I will, J Rose. Yeah, when that game come out, I'm streaming it and put it on the gaming channel, man. CK, you know Nintendo raise the price. I already know. That's why I was putting in my my bid to hopefully they make it a $39.99 game. But I already know it's gonna be a $60 game. I already know. I know how it goes. I like VJ, but bit of a crybaby. Yeah, Jensen, you're gonna see a lot of these guys that during the regular season you tend to enjoy. They're gonna show a more desperate side of them during the playoffs. You're gonna see them trying to bait for fouls. You're going to see them complain about things that they shouldn't be complaining about. It's just a part of the competition, a part of today's NBA. I like VJ Edgecombe too as well, but yeah, it just feels like everyone's complaining about every little thing in these playoffs this year. What do we got? What's Draymond saying? Draymond wanted to be featured in the Warriors offense. Get the F out of here. They would have lost more games. Is that what he said? Come on, bro. Cyber Chaos. CK, did you see that Paul Heyman is backing Stephen A in his feud with LeBron? My wise man has failed me, LOL. No, look, man. Paul Heyman is top tier at knowing where a fight is and where the money's at. He's going for the heel. Even though LeBron, who would be the heel in that situation? I feel like LeBron be like, even though he's a babyface tendencies, but because he's hated, he'd be like, I don't know. That's a fun game to play. We know they can have this game. Now the Mets record, that's a whole different thing. Y'all talking about the Yankees. Because I'm about to say, we cannot let them have this game. I want a broom, Daquan, but you're talking about the Yankees. You're talking about the Yankees. Mr. Don said, damn, it's a whole direct. I'll check it before post game. No, it's literally 18 minutes. It's 18 minutes. You could have got, I guarantee you could have got through it in halftime. It's 18 minutes. CK, do you think Mitch is really sick? I would assume so. I don't think he's trying to miss any games. I would assume so. Tony Brothers said, we not running 48 minutes. I need my breaks. I see that. Shout out to Eric Horn with the $5 super. When did Mitch get sick? I threw all my Timberlands at the TV. I love when y'all say that. Because I know y'all genuinely probably got multiple pairs, bro. It was just announced today that he'd be missing tonight due to an illness. He tried to give it a go. But couldn't work. KG says, CK, ignore that stanky. Okay, my fault. Stephen A would actually make an amazing heel. Yeah. The problem is just like they gotta time it better, because right now WWE been so oversaturated with celebrities and non-wrestlers right now. Like, you gotta time that Stephen A appearance properly. Now is not the time. With all the releases that happened, with the overabundance of celebrities taking over main storylines in WrestleMania not too long ago, save it. But I agree. I feel like if they play their cards right, Stephen A could make for a fun storyline of some sort somewhere. But now is not the time. Now is not the time, bro. Now is not the time. WWE is in flux. I did not see the Michael Jackson movie yet. Not yet. Shout out to Fresco Til Muerto. Did I say that right? I feel like I killed that name, bro. Found a 9-minute video of Star Fox. Yeah, the whole thing is the whole direct was like 20 minutes, but yeah, I'm sure the gameplay itself is about 9 minutes. That makes sense. If you take out the conversating parts, yeah, that makes sense. I did say it right. Let's go. I felt clean when I said that too. Stephen A at WrestleMania would have been fun if you take out about 2 of those celebrities. Sure, that would have been too much, brother. That would have been too much. Stephen A, Pat McAfee, Jelly Roll, Lil Yachty, Speed, like, no, a little bit too much. I heard the celeb things at TKO narrative. Yeah, it's 100% TKO narrative, man. Just need CK's AEW opinion. I got none. I ain't gone over it yet, bro. I'm still casual, CK. I'm not ready for that life, bro. I ain't ready for AEW, man. The Discord trying to get me to watch AEW. I ain't ready for that life yet, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We having fun. Knicks trailing by just 1 at half. We're over here talking about everything else because that's just how unbothered we are about our Knicks and this 1-point deficit. We believe that they will get themselves right back into it, and we should. Knicks playing well in this one. A little bit of hiccups here and there, foul troubles, lack of rebounds, but I think we're right there in it. Bridges shooting the ball well. OG shooting the ball phenomenally. Jalen Brunson finding his groove. And Karl-Anthony Towns before the fouls looking like a monster. So let's see how that continues in the third quarter. CK feels about AEW as he does for Dante. God damn it. I'm not going to distinguish that with the response, bro. Shout out to Jane Burke with the $5 super set. As long as Anne Hathaway is in the building, Toji gonna go crazy. Is Anne Hathaway there? Is she there? Does that make sense? Tony Brothers is a company, man. Awesomeness says we got this, CK. Yeah, CK, you gotta get into AEW, bro. Look, if some of my favorites that got cut make their way over, I might take a gander. I might take a gander, bro. I might slowly take a gander, but it's just AEW is just not for me. I tried several times. It's just not for me, man. It's just not for me. I want to. I genuinely want to. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just not built for that life, bro. All right, we back in action, man. We back in action. Nothing we can't handle. My Knicks will win. Sweep is incoming. CK, will you do a watch party for the World Cup? Probably not. I got a lot of family coming in from Barbados, so I'm probably just going to enjoy it with the fam. Follow me on Instagram. You might see it on the stories and stuff, but nah, I don't think we're going to do any watch-alongs for the World Cup. I'm trying to enjoy that with the family. All right, we back in action, man. Third quarter, second half, getting ready to get started here. Your New York Knicks trail by just 1 point. Let's get this one done. Second half underway. Paul George gets started with a 3. It's no good. Andre Drummond rebounds and loses it off of his own foot, and away we go. Watching out for Callie Armstrong. She the truth. Yeah, but she ain't got to take out my girl Jada Parker yesterday, bro. Look at Mikal Bridges. Beautiful find. Karl-Anthony Towns gets into the game and immediately gets right back to work. Bridges getting the bucket off of the pass from Towns. 63-62, 1-point game, and the Knicks back in action. Cat and Wifey in the new Supergirl commercial. I saw that. VJ Edgecombe picked up by Bridges. Hits Bridges right in the face, and a great call. And foul number 2 by VJ Edgecombe. VJ not happy with it. But don't be happy all you want. Next going the other way. Triple. Yeah, Cliff Craval. Yeah. We got the Bajans in town, baby. Shout out to the Bajans. Yes, sir, ski. I'm about to get restocked on my pepper sauce. That's what I'm most excited about. Happy to see my family, but man, I'm about to get all the bottles of pepper sauce. Uh-oh. I have a little bit of a glitch. The stream should be fine, but my gameplay is paused. Hold on. I got the deflection, and now the Knicks inbounding. I don't know what just happened there, but we back in it. Mikal Bridges with the inbound, looking at Brunson. Brunson goes right past VJ, pulls at the elbow way short. Rebounded by Andre Drummond. Bianca Belair, that's my wife. Hey, man, congratulations to her and Tess. Kelly Oubre to VJ. VJ fires a 3, and another 3-ball going down and giving the Sixers the lead right back. A little bit of a slow start here to this third quarter. Both teams playing with a little bit of a lower energy. Knicks trailing by 2. Good find. Bridges all the way. Bridges fires away. Bridges thought he was hit on that shot. No foul called. Bridges with the miss. Knicks still trailing by 2. Andre Drummond over to VJ. VJ finding Paul George. George on the drive. George, good defense by Hart. They call a foul. That's great defense, man. And look at that. Ball don't lie, bro. Immediately turn that ball over. All kind of shenanigans going on by these officials today, bro. Vegas is trying, bro. Knicks trail by 2. Come on, man. Golly. Mom Marina says low energy all game. Tony Brothers got money on it. But I'm saying, man. Jalen Brunson over to Hart. Hart on the drive. Hart's going to travel. No, he won't. Gets it out to Towns right before that second foot goes down. Towns for 3. Nails it. Feel like we haven't heard much of the 007 soundbite today. Karl-Anthony Towns still 100% from the field. Karl-Anthony Towns, good defense there. Oubre thought about it. Oubre going after Brunson. Brunson gets away from him. And wow, what a tip in by Drummond. 67-66, Knicks down by 1. Back and forth affair. Again, the Knicks seem to be playing at a slower pace in this one. Towns finding Bridges. Corner 3 for Bridges. Short and rebounded by Philadelphia. VJ Edgecombe with the ball at the logo, finding Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with Brunson on him. Hart trying to help. Bridges trying to help. Maxey goes up and scores it with ease over Brunson. That's what he wanted. He wanted that matchup, man. Jalen Brunson trying to use the screen from Karl-Anthony Towns. Gets it over to Hart. Hart dictating the offense. Brunson trying to get players open with, Bridges trying to get players open with the screen. OG Anunoby wastes no time. Fires a 3. It's short. Rebound by Bridges. Bridges the gimme, and it's good. Nice rebound and putback by Mikal Bridges. Paul George fires the 3. He's hit by Hart, gets a 3 to fall. No foul, but gets the bucket. 72-68. Bridges thought about it. Bridges out to Towns. Towns thought about it as well. Towns on the drive. Towns with the take. Towns with the foul. And 1. Karl-Anthony Towns in foul trouble and still thriving. 5 for 5 from the field and more free throws on the way for Towns. That lady in the third row with the meanest yawn I've ever seen. That almost made me yawn, bro. Look at that by Towns. Towns, The paint is so sweet that it's just so easy for him to get. Look at that. The way he just put his hand up. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'll take this and one. Karl Anthony Towns, man. Beautiful take there from Karl Anthony Towns. I almost called him a nickname, and I would have had Chuck be like, he said it. Not yet. Yeah, I'm kind of ticked about that. I like Zelina. Yeah, Zelina and Aleister Black both putting on some bangers that we're getting. We'll talk about WWE another time. Not right now. We got to focus on our Knicks in game 2. Kelly Oubre with a strong take over both Bridges and Towns. 3-point lead, 74-71 for Philadelphia. Brunson trying to get around VJ Edgecombe. 12 points for Kelly Oubre Jr. I didn't realize he had that many in this one. Towns again. Wild take. Another foul in Towns now, giving the Sixers a taste of their own medicine. Towns said, I'm going to play. Y'all took me out damn near the entire first half. I'm going to play. Tragic. Drummond, please. Drummond, please. Can we get a professional out here, bro? Oh my God. Somebody go help him. Karl Anthony Towns, let's go. Speaking of WWE, that was the most WWE little thing that just happened. The heel tries to do something, does it wrong, and then here comes the crowd favorite. Shows him how it's done. Oh, man, I love it, bro. I love it. Towns to the line for 2 free throws, man. That's so funny, bro. That was so funny, bro. Towns makes the first of 2 free throws, Marcus.
Bomba.
Man, tried 3 times to put the ball right back in the same spot. Somebody go get Andre Drummond, bro. The way that Towns got a pop for that is hilarious. That is so funny, man. I'm sorry. I love basketball, man. That's great. Cat to the rescue. I love it, man. And Towns, after that, makes both of his free throws. Andre Drummond couldn't get the ball. He got subbed out, man. That's tragic. It was so bad. Drummond got benched for it, bro. 4 fouls for Andre Drummond. 73-74. Paul George, risky pass to VJ Edgecombe. VJ looking to put a move on Hart. Fires in the mid-range. Nice shot by the rookie. No fear out of this kid. Hell of a shot there by VJ. Jalen Brunson picked up by Oubre. Brunson trying to get around him. Looking for Bridges. Bridges sets a screen, gets the switch. Tyrese Maxey now on the assignment on Brunson. He feeds it over to Towns. Towns looking around. No one moving. Towns, he gets hit by Bona, forces up a 3. I don't know if that's going to count as shots, but Towns right now absolutely putting on a clinic, bro. Towns said, y'all want to play this game? Bet. I didn't want to do this. But let's play this game. Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns, man. Karl Anthony Towns going after Bona, trying to put a move. Karl Anthony Towns is putting on a clinic. Golly, good defense by Bridges, but still gets over to Oubre. Oubre finding George. George with Brunson on him. He says food, fires the 3, and that's tragic. Paul George is shooting the 3 ball with ease. 5 for 10 from 3. Poor Brunson getting picked on there. Just shoots right over him. Good find. Bridges with the easy play. Bridges and Towns right now finding a little bit of a groove together. We saw this in the third quarter in game 1. These two finding the groove going in. And now right now, very similar. OG Anunoby pokes the ball free. No Nick there. But there's going to be a foul on Paul George. Let's go. Paul George shooting the lights out of the ball here today, but picking up his 3rd foul. Man, Karl Anthony Towns is just picking apart this defense. I could watch this all game long. Where has this guy been, brother? This is who I thought was going to be taking over in Atlanta. I mean, he eventually did, but this is who I thought game one. I thought Towns was going to go out there and be like, oh, this is who's guarding me, bet. Oh, you going to switch and put this guy? Okay, bet. Oh, this is who, okay, bet. Look at Towns right now, bro. 77-79. It's funny. Through all this, the Knicks still trailing by 2 points, but it has been a much better third quarter, and Karl-Anthony Towns giving the Sixers a taste of their own medicine with foul after foul after foul. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Chef Curtis West said catastrophic. Marcus, I don't like that nickname, bro. I see what you try to do there. I don't like it, bro. I don't like it. You're still insinuating something else. I don't like it, bro. CK, do you think we see Zilla Foul 2 Saturday to help up Jacob? I think so. You can find out over on my Twitch. I am CK. We're going to be live for at Backlash. But Marcus, I ain't reading that out, bro. I see what you're trying to do, man. Shout out to Quan Smith, man. He said, CK, this is my first time being on here with y'all. Man, I ain't been on here. Much love. It's dope here. We'll be here from now on. Quan, I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, come through whenever you want, man. We here all season long. Got to subscribe to my channel as well, because sometimes if we're not live here, we're going to be live over there, but we're covering every Knicks game. Glad to have you here now, Quan. Have some fun, especially if the Knicks get the job done. CK, it was complete shade and a terrible nickname. I hate you, bro. I hate you. That's why I didn't even read it out loud, bro. I didn't even read it out loud. CK, Knicks can't get over the hump. Keep feeding Cat. Attack the paint. Everyone. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Knicks are playing well right now. We'll get there. Allison Hines is boo. Bro, grew up on Allison Hines, bro. Edwin Yearwood, bro. Yeah, man. Shout out to some of the greats, man. A deep cut. I don't know how deep your Caribbean bag is. But my godfather is Nicholas Branker. He's Bayesian owned. That's my godfather. There's no way PED George is hitting all those threes magnets in full effect. Eddie, stop it. Hey man, is what's it called actually a good movie? Cause like but Marty Supreme. I want to watch it to support our guy, Timothy Chalamet. I appreciate Timothy Chalamet showing up for the Knicks and stuff like that, but I don't really be watching Chalamet movies like that. I don't watch Dune. I got Marty Supreme on HBO Max, so I'm like, maybe I should check it out. But I just don't know what the hell the movie's about. Do I got to give it a shot, bro? I got to watch that movie, chat. Someone test Perk P, please. See, now, so people in the magnet balls, I can't, yeah, bro. That movie sucks, Jane says. I just don't know what it's about. I feel like I got to give it a chance because it's Chalamet, but I don't know. All right, we back in action, man. Knicks trailing by 2. Brunson, what a move. How is that not an and one? Tough make there for Brunson, but does not get a foul on that play. That's an interesting no call. Paul George trying to get another 3-ball. Yo, the referee's letting them play now. That's the second time George got hit on a 3. Love that no call. Felt like he was going to fall either way, so I'm glad he didn't call that on OG Anunoby. Towns with the rock. Towns trying to dictate the offense, trying to look around. Towns goes all the way, fires to Hart. He had that bucket. Hart now don't know what to do with it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Brunson's going to fire over Paul George. Oh, it's in and out. It's in and out. Grant says same here. Dune was good. Nah, we good with Dune. LOL. Oh, Quentin Grimes loses the handle out to Oubre. No good for 3. And the Sixers now starting to fall apart. Josh Hart is not paying attention. He had Bridges on the drive, but we move. Karl Anthony Towns, two big. I don't know what that was by Towns, but I feel like we just got away with the travel. I don't know what that was by Towns, but I really feel like we just got away with the travel. Let me see that. 1, 2. I don't shoot this free throw before they challenge. Shoot this free throw before they challenge, because I don't know what that was. But let's shoot this damn free throw before challenge come out. Towns, I'm gonna need you to skip the routine, brother. He missed the free throw anyway. I don't know what allowed CK. I don't know what. All right, for sure. Oh, it was a Euro? Oh, okay, for sure. Looked like a pogo one-legged, travel, but it is. Okay, for sure. For sure. Merengue move. Oh, brother, we have bachata. Y'all stupid, man. All right, well, Towns misses the first, but drills the second, giving the Knicks their first lead in the third quarter, 80-79. Cat with the first ever Euro jump. Right. Never want to see it again. 79-80. Quentin Grimes looking to put a move on Hart, but doesn't get anywhere. Bridges stuck on Tyrese Maxey. Maxey not playing too well here in this third quarter. Oh, look at Barlow getting his first minute. And Kelly Oubre misses the dunk, but eventually does get the foul. And I think it's on Towns, chat. After all that, I think Towns is the one that picks up that foul. That would be foul number 4. I don't like that foul either. I don't like that foul either, man. Oh, my God, bro. Like, in real time, it looked like there was contact, but watching it again, bro, he just missed terribly. Foul number 4 on Towns, and I think he's getting taken out for Landry Shamet. I don't like that one, man. Look at Karl Anthony Towns, 16 minutes, 20 points. Karl Anthony Towns hooping today. Oubre makes the free throw, and back up by 1 go the Philadelphia 76ers. So we got a very small lineup on the floor right now, ladies and gentlemen. A very small lineup. Our biggest player is OG Anunoby at 6'8". Nice pick and roll there. OG gets fouled on the way. Grimes thought he just snatched the ball, but it definitely was a foul. And Anunoby now should get some free throws with the Knicks in the bonus. Knicks can take the lead right back. Squid is not a fan of the foul fest. The Cowboys, what's good? Yeah, let's keep fighting Knicks. You done know, said Mike Brown is annoying me. All right, OG Anunoby makes both free throws, so the Knicks back up by 1 now. Tyrese Maxey over to Grimes. Grimes with the move. Grimes finding Edgecombe. Edgecombe back out to Maxey. Maxey now one-on-one against Bridges. Bridges sticking with him. Maxey can't get past him. OG with the great help, and they poke the ball free. Maxey is back in prison. Brunson now looking to put a move on Barlow. Barlow does not know what he has going on right now. One-on-one against the captain. Jalen Brunson finding Shamet. Shamet to Hart. Hart. Yeah, I was just gonna say I think Hart got away with the travel. Nope, he did not. That was a blatant travel by Mr. Hart. I would have left Towns in. Why would he take him out, Brown? What are you doing? Well, you don't want him to possibly pick up his 5th foul in the third quarter, and there's 4 minutes left. I'm not mad at him coming out. I just don't understand the Shamet part. I hear what Wisdom's saying. You put Sohan out there, then you have two offensive liabilities. But I don't know. I feel like in a game where OG Anunoby's shooting the ball well, Bridges shooting the ball well, Brunson's going to find his shot. I'm okay with having Hart and Sohan out there together. B-Mill said, I'll bring in Huck. Well, we're going to need Huck. Huck is also with 4 fouls, so he has to sit on the bench. And we're just going to let it ride in the fourth quarter. Brunson over to OG Anunoby. Anunoby on the drive. Anunoby faking it. Anunoby with a tough make in the paint. That's our center. OG Anunoby, by the way. Knicks up by 3 now. $17 points for OG. Bridges saw it late. He wanted to go for the steal, but he doesn't want to give up the open play to Maxey. Barlow cleans up the loose ball play and puts the lead down to 1. Brunson one-on-one against Barlow again. He finds Anunoby. Anunoby feeds it back to Barlow. Brunson goes right after him. Brunson with a wild take. Hits the deck hard. And the Pacers, the Sixers going the other way. Nice defense there from Hart, but can't corral it. George with 13. Back to Maxey, and Maxey picked up by Brunson. Maxey gets it over to Barlow. Maxey is stuck in a corner. Barlow having the hardest time corralling a basketball. VJ Edgecombe shoots the 3, and VJ makes it and takes the lead back. The defense was in shambles in that possession, starting from Brunson on the one-on-one with Maxey. Knicks didn't know what to do to get him out of that situation, and it led to an open VJ Edgecombe 3. Jalen Brunson on the drive. Brunson bounce pass out to OG. OG falls on the drive, and Paul George doing a lot of reach in there, trying to play some solid defense. It was good until he got to the floor and still went for the reach. So that's going to be foul number 4 on Paul George. Timeout called by Mike Brown. Wisdom says, CK, trust me, we need Shamet Threat to space the floor, but he's literally doing cardio. I look, Wisdom, I get it in theory. Like, I get what you're saying. I hear you. I really do. I'm taking that gamble, bro. I'm taking that gamble. Worst case scenario, we space the floor, and Sohan is left open for a 3. He can shoot that. I'm going to be honest. I say this with peace and love. Right now, Google Landry Shamet and Jeremy Sohan's 3-point percentages in the playoffs right now. Tell me who has the higher 3-point percentage. And I love Shamet, but that's how confident I am with, like, we would still be able to space the floor just fine. Frank White said, we're making this so much harder than it has to be. I agree. Molten Boron said we need to hit our 3s. Now we just got to lock in defensively and rebound the ball. CK, all bias aside, you think VJ is going to be a solid player? Gonna be. He already is, man. He already is. VJ Edgecombe. Confidence, brother. Confidence is a hell of a drug with NBA hoopers, bro. VJ Edgecombe as a rookie already has that confidence. Like, I'm sure you've heard that the comparison thousands of times, but he reminds me of like Dwayne Wade in the beginning of his season. Like, Dwayne Wade came in as a rookie, but he didn't play like a rookie. He played like the team was his off rip. VJ Edgecombe has that same grit. So yeah, I think he's gonna be fine. But he could do that later on, not in this series. Later on. I believe VJ will be a max player real soon. Yeah, 100%. But later on, we're not doing that today. Sohan was questionable the other day. Maybe that's the issue. Could be. That's a good point. OG, that's right. Play their game. Flop, flop, flop. Foul bait. I don't know. Said Deuce is where he belongs on the bench. You're right. Did we get Deuce at all in this third quarter? Deuce McBride, man, I'm telling you, it was after getting cooked by Maxey on that 11-point run. We haven't seen him since. That's such a good point that I didn't even realize we were without Deuce McBride. Shout out to Frank Nitty Too Gritty. Love the name, brother. He said, love CK. Just watched some of the game, then checked in for the drive to work. About to clock in. Still going to listen. Going to call in later, though, on my lunch. Go Knicks. Frank Nitty, can't wait to hear from him. Hopefully, it will be a joyous call with the Knicks winning this one. Get to work safe, and I got you on the play-by-play. Speaking of all this WWE talk we were doing in the chat, advertising WWE on ESPN. Never thought I'd be in that universe. CK, make it make sense. CK, we won by 39. What's going on here? We weren't going to win every game by 39 points. The Sixers were going to lock in at some point. And like I said, the top two, just because Embiid's not here, this team's going to open up a whole different element without Embiid in the rotation. $85-86, ladies and gentlemen. OG Anunoby with an opportunity here to tie the game with a made free throw here. And does just that. 86 is on the board. Yep, a whole new scheme for Philly. Exactly. Good defense there between OG and Hart. Hart holds on to it. Hart over to Bridges. Bridges fakes it to Brunson. Brunson for the three. Man, the Knicks just cannot get those go-ahead threes. Deuce McBride said, I can. Deuce gets undercut. Another miss and rebound by the Knicks. That's two opportunities with an offensive board. Jalen Brunson finding OG. All the space in the world, and that's the one that will go down. Ogugua. OG Anunoby gets the Garden out of their seats for the big 389-86, and the first 20-point man is OG. I take it back, the second 20-point man, because Towns already had it, and Josh Hart gets hit hard. Not sure what he hit. Was it his hand? Was it his wrist? But he is in pain as the Sixers put it to 88-89. OG said, I'll do it myself. Deuce McBride back to Hart. Hart is in some pain with that left hand. Not sure how serious it is. Deuce McBride got himself in a terrible position. Finding Bridges. Bridges, a lot of contact. Again, no foul. But the Sixers going the other way, 88-89. Oh, my gosh. Deuce McBride takes a tough fall. Can we get a mop, please? The way that Deuce just fell right there, that I didn't like that. The way that he just went splat. Oh God, is that the bad? Oh no, that makes sense. Why he's hurting so bad there. Anyways, Grimes makes the first free throw of two. He is in pain. I thought that was Mike Brown. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, Mike Brown, if you don't go get a doctor, I thought Mike Brown was just sitting there messing with his thumb. I got so pissed off for half a second. I thought Mike Brown was just sitting there messing with his thumb. And I'm like, brother, stop that. You don't know what you're doing. But then they panned out and it was the doctor. It was the team doctor. A lot just happened on that possession, by the way. Free throws by Quentin Grimes, but is Deuce okay? He took a hard fall. And I don't want to make any assumptions, but it looked like he fell on his head when he went down. Oh man, CK Mr. Dink threw some salt, bro. I thought he was. I'm like, if leave him, unhand him. That is not your job. Now put Sohan in. That's what I thought, bro. That's what I thought I saw him. Okay, but it wasn't him. We're good. Deuce played football. He good. Facts. Big facts. Hello, Mike? Hello? Oh, boy. Here we go. Oh, yeah, he just jammed that thumb, bro. Is that the bad one? Was it his thumb or was it his pinky? Which finger was it that Hart? was dealing with. Take a breath, everyone. Lend the Knicks your energy. Well, Deuce McBride is fine. Hart, not so much. It looks like he went to the locker room to get his thumb checked out. In for him is Landry Shamet. And the Knicks now trailing by 1 again. Little under 25 seconds remains in this third quarter. Knicks have an opportunity to go into the fourth with a lead here. Brunson, though, holding on to the ball. OG coming up to help. Brunson double teamed. Risky pass to Deuce. Deuce extra pass to Shamet. Back over to Deuce. Deuce with 2 seconds, and Deuce gets called with the travel. CK, was that to the mic or Mike Brown? My comment was to Mike Brown. So the Knicks will not. Oh, yeah. Oh, now Jeremy Sohan's checking in. Yeah, so glad. So glad he's back out there with 8.2 left to go. Tyrese Maxey, full head of steam, throws up a nasty shot, misses it. Bridges gets it up in time. It's no good. 89-90. The Knicks have trailed in every quarter of this game. The Knicks have been down by 1 or more in every single quarter of this game. So now it comes down to this fourth quarter to lock in and get the win. If the Sixers win game 2, brother, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off, New York. Like, Shaman, if you're not going to shoot open shots, then I'd just rather Sohan. Wisdom. That's what I said. Rare Edition said we are not converting on our stops. Yeah, a little bit of ball holding and also scared to take some shots. For sure. See, keep the faith. Oh, I'm good. Oh, I'm faithful. We're good. Oh, no, Knicks going to win this game. Just frustrated by some of these plays. But we win in this game. We win in this game. Bro, why is Clarkson not in the game? So rigged. Playing with our food. What is Clarkson going to do? Peace and love. Clarkson's fine, but what Clarkson going to do? Impenetrable said Mikal should have got featured more than Brunson, and then wow. Yeah, man. We are definitely in the twilight zone. Now my boy Bridges getting asked to be featured. Sheesh. I love it here. I like this timeline, man. I like this timeline. Don't know if I necessarily agree, but I like this timeline. Yeah, I would love Bridges to get more shots. I think Bridges shooting efficiently today. Missed a little gimme in that third quarter that I would have loved back, but, you know. Snack said, I hate how close this game is. Basketball. Playoff basketball, Snacks. Like I said, we got spoiled for 4 games in a row. Back to reality in this one. That hat Tim Thomas guy is tough. I need that hat by Tim Thomas. Is that his brand or something? Hold on, that Tim Thomas hat was cool. I need it. Tim Thomas, send some over here to KnicksFanTV, man. Whatever Clarkson blings on offense, he gives up on defense, but he's timely. Yeah, no, I like Clarkson. When I saw what's going on in that third quarter, my brain was like, we need Clarkson right now. That's just not where I was at. Deuce is giving us absolutely nothing. Unfortunately. We got to remember this is an entertainment sport. Are you not entertained? All right, fourth quarter underway. This is where it all comes to a head. Can the Knicks take game 2 and go into Philly with both wins in New York, or will Philadelphia without Embiid surprise and take out the Knicks in game 2, very similarly to what they did to Boston in round 1? A miss there by Paul George. Bridges with the rebound. A 90-89. Speaking of Bridges, Bridges has not sat in this half yet. Iron Man Bridges putting in full effort on both sides of the floor. Risky pass there from Towns. Deuce able to corral it. Deuce is not going to get past it. He's going to fire a 3. Oh, my God. Needed that one. And when Deuce gets set up on the one-on-one, I get nervous. Mikal Bridges picking up VJ Edgecombe now. Screen there. Bridges there. And what a take and finish by Barlow. A 3-point lead now for Philadelphia. Karl Anthony Towns picked up by Paul George. And I think Paul George doing a solid job with that assignment. But the Knicks now just need to make sure, Joshua Hart, what is going on? What is happening, bro? Evocate said Deuce has a different meaning this game.
Tragic.
Man, Carl is so lucky he didn't get called a foul there. That was barely a good screen. Grimes with the rock. Grimes finding Maxey. Bridges still all over him. I think Maxey only has 2 points in this half so far. I could be wrong. Paul George for a corner 3. George lost the mojo, but VJ out-rebounding Alvarado. Bridges sticking with them. Alvarado now at the switch. This is a matchup that Maxey would want. Shoots a wild one over Alvarado. Knicks have numbers if they use it. Rough pass to Alvarado and another turnover. 92-89 3-point game. Paul George going right after Hart. George out to Maxey. Maxey with another miss. Rebounded by Towns. Knicks need a bucket here. Back over to Towns. Towns gets it to Deuce. Deuce with no fear fires a 3, and that is what we need. Timely bucket by Deuce McBride. Thank you, Deuce. 92's on the board. Maxey back over to George. George picked up by Josh Hart. Josh Hart having a hard time staying in front of him. Paul George going to post him up. Paul George with a fadeaway jumper. That's no good. Rebounded by Towns, and here goes the Knicks the other way. Knicks can take a lead here if they play this one smartly. Josh Hart looking around. Hart lost options. Gets it back over to Alvarado. Alvarado to Bridges. Bridges trying to get the ball to Towns, and the extracurriculars between Towns and Grimes gets the foul. And now the Knicks are going to inbound after Towns gets the foul on Grimes. OG Anunoby checking into the game. I think he's coming in for Bridges. Yeah, Bridges finally getting a rest. Played the entirety of the third quarter and the start of this fourth quarter. Going to need him. He's done a great job. Again, did we get a fact check there on that what's his name? That Maxey. We're going to find it out. Let's find it right now. Oh, my gosh. Paul George playing aggressive defense on Towns. Pokes it free. But, yeah, what's his name? Tyrese Maxey. Yeah, Maxey only has 2 points in this half. He only got up 2 shots in the third quarter alone. So, shout out to Bridges. The reason why he's out there the majority of the game. A turnover by the Knicks, though, by the way. It doesn't even matter. Knicks need to make sure that continues in this fourth quarter. Oh, what a move there. Maxey shoots it right over Deuce McBride again. That has been the situation here. I don't like this Rolodex of guards right now thinking that they're going to be able to do enough. But Brunson right there offensively going to be able to do enough. But I'm talking more on the defensive end. But Kolek in instead of Alvarado, I think it would be the same thing. Shoot right over him. 94s, though. We're good. We're good. 94s. Defense is important. VJ Edgecombe finding Grimes. I don't know why we got over-aggressive there defensively. There's an open man. VJ Edgecombe, what a take, but with the miss, rebounded by the Knicks. Knicks need to score off of that stop. OG Anunoby on the drive. Anunoby takes 2 dribbles, and Anunoby gets the layup and gives the Knicks the 2-point lead. Beautiful move by Og. And Nick Nurse, an early timeout with 7:50 remaining, 7:47 to be exact. The Knicks with a 2-point lead, 96-94. This has been a back and forth affair where the Sixers have led for the majority of this game, but it's about how you finish. And right now the Knicks take over. Can they maintain it and keep it when it comes to this lead? Still a lot of basketball left in this one. So speaking of basketball left with my prize picks, I just need Bridges to get me a 3-ball, and we get the perfect 5 for 5. Bridges only shooting 2 of them tonight. Bridges shooting great today from the field, but not making a 3 yet. I just need one, Mikal. I just need one. Everybody else hit. Everyone else did what they're supposed to do. Prize picks hitting, but I didn't take the flex, so I need a 5 for 5 tonight. Mikal, don't let me down. Shout out to Prize Picks. If you haven't already, download the app. Use that promo code KFTV to get $50 instantly after your first $5 or more lineup. Shout out to Prize Picks, man. Rare Edition said Mikal is saving that 3 for when it counts, CK. Hope so, bro. Hope so. We got to lock in on defense. I agree. We got to lock in on defense, and we got to lock in on taking advantage of these stops. We get these stops, and then we don't score off of them. That's what we did so well in the last 5 games. Gotta do that, man. CK, he hit one after a foul. Marcus, I saw it. And he hit it with, like, barely jumping off the floor, too. I saw it. Doesn't count, but I saw it. I saw the 3. Man, all this going on. They got I Want It That, what's it called? They got I Want It That Way being played in the Garden right now. What we doing? What we doing, MSG? This goes to show you that they miss Mitch big time. Yeah, if you didn't think Mitch mattered before, I hope you're paying attention to this game. Bro, Karl Anthony Towns putting on a masterclass in this one, bro. 6 for 7, the easiest 20 points you could ask for. Sorry, the most efficient. I ain't going to say it was easy. The most efficient 20 points you could ask for. This man's at 20, only took 7 shots, and not to mention playing the least amount of minutes of any starter. He's barely at 20 minutes in this game, bro. Towns is definitely winning me over in these playoffs. Towns might have to skip that trip to Milwaukee. Sorry, Wisdom. Oh, boy. They told the Knicks you can't blow teams out anymore. Give bitches a Pepto-Bismol and what? And get his ass out there, yeah. Paul George on the drive. George pulls it right over OG. No good. Now, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. We get a stop. Now what are you going to do with it? Jalen Brunson picked up immediately by VJ Edgecombe. We're over 7:30 left, and Paul George hounding Towns there. Gets the steal. Edgecombe to Oubre. Oubre with the take. Draws the foul. And now Oubre going to the line for 2. LOL Pharisee, okay? Mitch isn't injured. He's sick, Quan. Mitch was sick. All right, 96 is the score right now. Starting 5. Instead, it's McBride out there for Mikal. Mikal played the majority of this half, taking a quick rest. OG fires the 3, blocked by Barlow. A little bit of shades of Mitchell Robinson on that play. And the Knicks now trying to prevent the Sixers from taking the lead back. Oubre for 3. And it's good. And he throws an emote to the Knicks bench. (99-96) screen set by Karl Anthony Towns, but great job getting through the screen. Towns looking around. Towns trying to find somebody, anybody. Both OG and Brunson caught up. OG goes right after Barlow. Wide open 3 for Hart, and Hart hits the 3 ball, gets him back. Oh, brother, 99's on the board. Needed that 3 from Josh Hart. And the Knicks are tied up at 99. That's 5 points for Josh Hart. Sheesh. Josh Hart trying to stay in front of Paul George, but Paul George gets right around him, finding VJ Edgecombe for a 3. It's way too strong. Rebounded by Towns. And now Brunson going the other way. Bridges getting ready to check back in. We need him to close out this game. Brunson sidestep, gets it over to Towns. Towns picked up by Oubre. Goes right after Oubre. Goes up with a floater. No good. Rebounded by Oubre. And here comes Maxey the other way. Maxey stayed picked up by McBride. McBride trying to stick with them, poking the ball free. Maxey wants to get this shot off over Deuce McBride. Has nothing. Oubre for another 3. This time it's no good. Rebounded by OG. Brunson cross court to Josh Hart. Game is still tied at 99. 5:19 remains in the game. Brunson picked up. Brunson resetting here. One-on-one against Barlow. Brunson wants to make a move. Brunson pulls in the mid-range and gets it to fall. Beautiful bucket by the captain. Now the Knicks up by 2. Knicks get to 100 first. 101-99. Lawler's Law. First 100 wins. Kelly Oubre, nice find to Barlow. Barlow spinning it. Barlow trying to get somebody. VJ with all the space you could ask for. Misses again. And the Knicks got to continue to score off of these misses. Mike Brown wants to push the pace. Brunson said, let's slow it down. And Mike Brown said, all right. Y'all saw that? Jalen Brunson looking to break down Barlow. Barlow sticking with Brunson. Brunson shoots it right over him. Misses terribly and rebounded by Oubre. Not the right kind of possession there for the New York Knicks. Here comes Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with a wild take. Maxey can't get anything. Ball in the hands of George. Maxey sidestep for a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Towns. And the Knicks going the other way. We need Bridges in this game. Maxey getting a little too confident. Mike Brown agrees, calls a timeout. And the Knicks are clinging on to this 2-point lead. 101-99. Much needed timeout, because what were these last few possessions? What were these last few possessions? We need Bridges back out there, please. 101-99. Bro, we are playing horrible. The fact we are winning is amazing. Playoff basketball, baby. It's not going to stay pretty every single game. We got spoiled with the 4-game streak that we went on. Now it's back to that gritty playoff feel. Look, I don't care how it gets done, as long as the Knicks take this 2-0 lead, is all that matters going into Philadelphia. He said Bridges for defense or your bet. Yes. KG says, nah, we're good. KG is not worried. Feels like everything is fine. Above the rim, saying, where is JC? Come on. OMG. Yeah, I think Clarkson is done for the night. Brunson ain't passing the ball the next 4 minutes. B-Rays, don't put that energy out there. I need Brunson to move the rock. When I'm not worried, all is well. Squid said Bridge is going to drain a dagger 3. I'm here for that life. Bridge Kid, I'm with you. Bridge the Kid said, I just need us to win these first 2 games at home. Factuals. Factuals. No splitting on home floor. None of that. Vegas said get Mikal in ASAP. Yeah, Mikal will be checking in after this timeout. He was at the scoreboard. Oh, boy. Brunson is going through hero ball withdrawals. Speaking of 2-0 leads, man, I would love a Timberwolves 2-0 lead in that series. All right. Starting 5 is back out there for New York. Right now, Sixers trying something different. No more Drummond, so Barlow takes his spot. Other than that, the rest of the starters out there next to Barlow. 101-99, under 4 minutes to go. It's game time. Brunson really is having hero ball withdrawals, pulls, and gets it to fall. Say what you want to say. But the captain gives the Knicks a 4-point lead. In the words of KG, I'm not worried. 4-point lead for the Knicks. VJ Edgecombe is stuck in a corner. Bridges not letting Maxey breathe, not going for the switch. And now Edgecombe has to fire over OG Anunoby. That's not an easy task. And the Knicks get another stop. Wingstop right now putting their guard duo in prison in another timeout called by the Knicks. Knicks had one to use or they would lose it. 3:14 remains. That was a great defensive possession there between OG and Bridges, by the way. You saw VJ going over to try and get the screen to switch, but Bridges literally holds on to Maxey to not allow the screen, and OG stays with VJ. Great defense there from Wingstop. Marcus Miller said 2K timeouts. Yeah, that was a 2K timeout, but if they didn't use this timeout, they would have lost it. So use it, keep it, and talk it over. Let's go Knicks indeed, rare edition. Unknown said put them away now. Uncle Ralph said Knicks got my blood pressure high. Wisdom says, CK, I'm going to be honest. I've never seen Mikal navigate screens this well since Phoenix. I'm a Mikal hater, but his defense is on a new level, not going to lie. You are lying because you saw him navigate the screens this well in the playoffs last year. Watch the tape. Uh-oh. Switch screens. Oh, Josh Hart. Oh, he gets it right back, though. Scoops it to OG. Oh, OG can't get the dunk. Rebounded by Towns. Bridges fakes it. Bridges with the move. Bridges with the pull. Bridges with the dagger. I don't know why I keep hitting that button, bro. 105-99, a 9-0 run. Mikal Bridges puts the Knicks up by 6. Almost turned over. Oh, Maxey loses the handle. Hart doesn't want to push the pace. Knicks with the lead now. No need. Not much time left. Kelly Oubre swiping and jawing. And what we doing, bro? And another timeout by Mike Brown. But Josh Hart was getting cooked out there, man. Golly. Yeah, man. Let's see, man. Y'all be talking so much trash on that Mikal mid-range. Y'all crying about the mid-range, bro. Y'all tripping. When that shot go down, that thing is pretty. Midi Mikal, man. But the Knicks up by 6 here. Looking to pull away and get the victory and go up 2-0 in this series. Still time, but right now, VJ and Maxey are in prison. Let's look at the shot chart again. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you Maxey has 2 points in this half. And you know what? A lot of it was Bridges, but you got to give some credit to Deuce McBride in this quarter when Bridges went out early in the fourth. Deuce McBride stepped up and did a great job here in this fourth quarter. Yeah, Maxey, I lied. I take it back. Maxey has 2 field goals in this half. Maxey is 2 for 7 in the second half. Get some great action here from the Knicks. Geo Slap said Bridges in big games is him. So do we have any timeouts left? Yeah, I think we have 1 left. Above the rim said, I actually like wasting timeouts. All right, back in action. 6-point lead for the Knicks. 2:30 remains. Can the Knicks score again? A nasty double team. No one told Brunson what was going on. Brunson now gets a hand on the ball, and the Sixers will call a timeout before anything can happen. Yeah, that play. Like, we all saw that coming. Brunson held on to that ball, bounces it off of his own face. Double team incoming. A lot of pressure on Brunson. We got to move that thing around, man. Got to move that thing up, man. Move around, man. I can't speak. Man, all these timeouts, though, huh? Timeout. Both teams with 1 timeout left. I don't know. I don't like that play at all, but it is what it is. Very predictable. Very predictable. And the Sixers played that perfectly. Like, never liked the screen at the half-court line. You know why you never liked it? Because it's not a smart play. It's not smart. That is what look, I love Brunson, but that typically, the only players that typically call for screens at half court are players that just need to have the ball in their hands. The best way to get out of any kind of situation, pass the ball to somebody else, get yourself open, get the ball back. But getting a screen at half court is so dangerous, bro. So dangerous. All right. Here we go. 105-99, 6-point lead. Paul George finding Barlow. Barlow with a terrible skip pass. Throws it out of bounds. Barlow giveth, Barlow taketh away. Knicks get the ball right back with a 6-point lead. A 2-minute warning. I know this ain't football, but it is a 2-minute spot. And Brunson, I'm about to do the same thing again. Deuce fires a 3. No good there. Rebounded by George. 1:50 left. Tyrese Maxey almost loses the handle. And, Mikal Bridges fouling him there, but the Knicks did have a foul to give, so no free throws on the way. All right, inbound. OG Anunoby is not in this game. Interesting decision by Brown. Bridges still staying close on Tyrese Maxey. Screen is on the way. Good help from Towns. I think Towns overhelped there. No good, and I don't know where the foul was. Maxey believes he was fouled. Free throws are on the way, but I think the free throws might be for Kelly Oubre. Jalen Brunson with the foul. Oh, no, the foul is going to be on the Maxey shot. Brunson picks up the foul as he was bumped on the way. Where is OG Anunoby? There is never a right time to take out OG Anunoby at the end of the game. I don't care what OG Anunoby is shooting in the game. He's shooting, mind you, he's shooting 53% from the field today. There is never a time for OG Anunoby to not be in the close of a game. As Maxey splits the free throws, makes the first, misses the second. Knicks need to get across the timeline. They're already struggling to get to that point. Hart has the ball. Hart hands it off to Brunson. Be careful with the double team yet again. 1:20. Brunson dribbles right into it. Bridges now. He throws Bridges into a corner. Brunson, what are we doing? Please. Chill out, man. That was a terrible possession. OG got to be hurt or something, maybe. Yeah, because he's not checking back in. You might be right. I hope that's not what it is, but you might be right because there's no reason for him not to be in this game right now. Josh Hart with the rock. Hart getting it back to Brunson. Brunson splits the double team, throws up a floater, gets a foul, and Brunson getting free throws here. Yeah, that's a good point. I hope that's not what it is. I hope there's no pain or any kind of injury going on with OG. Brunson making the first one. Putting the lead back to 6. Could go up to 7 with a second made free throw by Brunson, and that could almost put us away. I'm looking at the bench. I'm trying to see if I can find OG Anunoby. I don't see him. There's no way Mike has CT and takes out OG. Right. Yeah, you guys might be onto something. OG might have tweaked something. Brunson making both free throws. 7-point game. 1:06 remains. Bridges picking up Maxey full court. Bridges sticking with them. Yeah, I don't see OG on the sideline. By the way, Maxey gets his third field goal of the half. Bridges now holding on to the rock. Bridges now double teamed. He gets it over to Towns. Towns now holds on to it. Towns no need to rush to play here. Gets it over to Deuce. Deuce holds on to it. The time is ticking away for Philadelphia. Deuce McBride looking around. McBride finding Hart. Hart fakes it. Hart with a step back three ball. That's no good. Rebounded by Oubre. And Oubre to George. George now holding on to it. George finding VJ Edgecombe. Time is winding down. George fires away. He misses it terribly. Airballs it. And Oubre saves it out of bounds. This one is... The Knicks are seconds away from winning it. Paul George is upset with Grimes about something. And I don't see OG on the sideline. I'm sure we're going to get word on that. But I don't see OG on the sideline, so hopefully it's nothing serious. But Josh Hart needs to just inbound it. God. He is so transfixed on Brunson. Just inbound the ball. Oh, my gosh. Yo, timeout called, man. Above the rim gets what he wants. Another timeout called. Let's just wrap this game up. Knicks up 2-0. I don't know why I'm still stressed out. This game is basically over. Just make your free throws and we good. Hopefully OG is okay. Yeah, I immediately, as soon as we get off of this, I'm going to check any updates on OG Anunoby because, yeah, don't see him on the sideline. Not sure if he tweaked something. I don't know. Magic said, I've been here stressing in silence. Just give me this 2-0 lead. So I can just point and laugh at Edgar Allan Fro. Shout out to the homie, man. Marcus Miller says, CK, me too. It's not over. We need to play clean. Amen, brother. Boy. Hakeem the Dream with a $2 super said, if OG is hurt, season over. And hopefully it's nothing too serious. We're going to keep an eye on that. But right now, I need the Knicks to just finish this game. Inbound on the way. Need a clean inbound, and then we also need to make our free throws. CK, you see what Ian said on Twitter? No, what did he say, Frank? And finding Deuce McBride on the foul. I think, yeah, we're both in bonus, so we should be at free throw situation, man. To Cowboys said, let the man poop in peace. I hope that's all it is. I hope that's all it is. But Deuce McBride to the line for 2 free throws. He has not shot a single free throw in this game. Oh, brother. And Deuce makes the first with ease. No worry. No hesitation. Free throw down. And they take out Towns for Shamet? Why? This is just one of those nothing subs. Why? Just leave Cat in. For what? Huh? And Deuce misses the second one. Knicks up by 6, 20 seconds. What? Huh? Why would you take Towns out? He got pooped too? Tyrese Maxey way short. Good defense there by Brunson. Brunson trying to run ahead of the pack, trying to avoid the foul. VJ doesn't get fouled. Brunson still holding on to it, letting the time tick away, and that's going to be game. The New York Knicks win 5 games in a row. But more importantly in this series, go up 2-0. What a stressful game. But we got the job done. The Knicks were trailing. I think we ended every quarter trailing. But not the quarter that mattered because the Knicks get the W and win game 2 and go up 2-0 in this series. Oh, give me a second, chat. Just give me a second. That was stressful. Oh, that was stressful. Oh, that was stressful. Oh, that was stressful, man. That was stressful. But hey, we got the dub. We come out of New York with both of our wins. We take care of home court. That's all you can ask for. And the dreams of the Brooms are still alive. Oh my gosh, bro. I need to go take a walk. I need to take a walk. I need to take a walk, man. I'm going to see everybody at postgame, man. We're going to talk in depth about all the stats, about all the scores. But right now, your Knicks are up 2-0 in this series. And now it's time to handle business in Philadelphia. Job is not done, but the job can be done sooner rather than later if we just infiltrate that building. If you are in that area, get a ticket and get in there. Get in there. Oh my gosh, man, how stressful that was, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to all the supers. Shout out to Jacob Ball, $2 super say, go New York, go New York, go. Love you, CK. Love you, chat. Shout out to Jacob, man. All love back. Let me see if I missed any supers as I read through. Got to Hakeem's, got all of these. I think I got all of them. Yeah, hope. Shout out to NYC B-Ball with a $2 super said, hope that was Philly's best punch of the game, and it wasn't. Shout out to we read that one. This is giving me Lakers Kings vibes. Oof. There go KP. There KP go. Appreciate you. Yeah, we've read that one as well. Read Chucks. Read that one as well. Shout out to Kunichi. Yeah, we got all the supers. We read all of the supers in this one. But man, oh man, I hate how stressed out I feel. Like I don't know why, but here I am. I feel that stressed out. But ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like this stream, people. 2-0 are your New York Knicks. If you have broom dreams, then keep the broom out because it's still very possible. We go back to Philadelphia where you know Jalen Brunson loves to play, where you know that Mikal Bridges loves to play. These guys love playing in Philadelphia, and you know that Knicks fans love to show up. So can we finish this quick and in a hurry and not have to come back to the Garden? We'll find out. But I'll see you guys Friday for Game 3 for my watch-along folks, my play-by-play folks. Or I'll see you right now over on Postgame, which is where I will be going. Shout out to all my mods and members. Shout out to everybody over on Twitch. Shout out to everybody right here on YouTube. And shout out to you if you're watching anywhere else on the interwebs. Your boy CK2K here on KnicksFanTV for yet another play-by-play. Let me go take a walk and get ready for postgame, and I will see you guys there. I'm out of here, y'all. Let's go, Knicks. 2-0. Bridges jersey gets the dub. I'm out of here, man. See y'all on postgame.